steady changing. I don't know these niggas, and I don't wanna know them. This girl just want that big moment, so she can blow it. That's bogus, but I don't tell her what's what. Don't wanna be stuck, cause she's so starstruck. Wanna be around us, but I just rather play the field, rather keep it real, rather take you out, rather tell you how I feel, and show you that this game is for real. Cause I know that you're in love, you're looking for a star. Walked all this way to find a man with a car, hanging at the bar, champagne, caviar. No, you never seen a nigga like this, like this. You never seen a nigga like this, like this. Girl, you never seen a nigga like this, like this. You never seen a nigga like this, like this. Girl, you never seen a nigga like this. So quit it, you spend seconds, hours, minutes working on your fitness for a nigga to witness. Go quit it, I ain't tripping. You ain't the baddest bitch I'll ever meet. The homie said he already be in the backseat of a Honda Jeep. For the loyal shit you can really keep him so cold on him, so cold on him. Few homies in the feds, cause bitch niggas done told on him. Seen them boys in the streets and did a lot more than just stole on them. Niggas know the pen when they feel the heat of that stove on them. Send the hell the Lord don't want them. Funny girls from church Sunday morning, Saturday was out hoeing. Show me a worthy opponent, show me a match. No nigga, I'll face mine. Now my mind, no hang time. That's MJ on the baseline. Yeah, I know that you're in love, you're looking for a star. Walked all this way to find a man with a car, hanging at the bar, champagne, caviar. No, you never seen a nigga like this.
Wanna see my cars on flatbed. Hey, this is a recession, selling that crack dead. Niggas selling super sour and bionic glue, and got Superman powers when I'm stressed new. New Corvette looking like a transformer. No seatbelt screaming on my damn lawyer. Damn, I'm knee deep in the projects, and Hollywood ain't accepting no nigga from the project. New Corvette looking like a transformer. No seatbelt screaming on my damn lawyer. Damn, I'm knee deep in the projects, and Hollywood ain't accepting no nigga from the project. New Corvette looking like a transformer. No seatbelt screaming on my damn lawyer. New Corvette looking like a transformer. No seatbelt screaming on my damn lawyer. New Corvette looking like a transformer. No seatbelt screaming on my damn lawyer. Damn, I'm knee deep in the projects, and Hollywood ain't accepting no nigga from the project. New Corvette looking like a transformer. No seatbelt screaming on my damn lawyer. Damn, I'm knee deep in the projects, and Hollywood ain't accepting no nigga from the project. New Corvette looking like a transformer. No seatbelt screaming on my damn lawyer. Damn, I'm knee deep in the projects, and Hollywood ain't accepting no nigga from the project. John Dillinger shit. New Corvette looking like a transformer. No seatbelt screaming on my damn lawyer. Damn, I'm knee deep in the projects, and Hollywood ain't accepting no nigga from the project. New Corvette looking like a transformer. No seatbelt screaming on my damn lawyer. Damn, I'm knee deep in the projects, and Hollywood ain't accepting no nigga from the project. John Dillinger shit. Niggas in the hood wanna see my cars on flatbed. Hey, this is a recession, selling that crack dead. Niggas selling super sour and bionic glue, and got Superman powers when I'm stressed new. New Corvette looking like a transformer. No seatbelt screaming on my damn lawyer. Damn, I'm knee deep in the projects, and Hollywood ain't accepting no nigga.
Good evening. Good evening. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of the Front Line Blacc News. I'm your host, Chan Krumah. Jesse Paris ran for mayor of Denver in the 2023 mayoral election, and I am the host of Front Line Blacc News. I should be joined with my other host, Lady Che, here shortly, and our West Coast correspondent, Shabaka Sin Corey, Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced, which I am the co-executive producer and co-host of. And on part 3 of season 3, episode 20 of the Frontline Blacc News, we'll be discussing the topics we were not able to get to last night and the night before. And that is East Coast Virginia rapper Magoo from Timberland and Magoo passes away suddenly. Um, Melvin Magoo Barcliff dies at age 50. Cause of death hasn't been revealed yet. Rumor has it he was shot and killed. And then we got Denver, East Denver boxer Lumumba Sayers Jr. was shot and killed yesterday or the day before yesterday now. RIP to him and thoughts and prayers to his family. He was only 23 years old. Unhoused Neighbor News and Unhoused Neighbor Sweeps. And here is Lady Che, right on time. Greeting, Lady Che.
Hey.
Okay. Yeah, so the first topic is Magoo. Okay, so for those that don't know, rapper Magoo passed away from Timberland and Magoo. If you grew up in the 90s and you listened to 90s hip hop and R&B, you would know who this artist was. He basically was in a group with Timberland. Timberland is a big producer, and this is where he got his start. So
rapper Magoo has passed away at the age of 50. It's Asia Sky here for Hip Hop DX, and get this. Magoo, who was best known for his work as one half of Timberland and Magoo, has reportedly died at the age of 50 years old. Digital Black of the group Playa was the first to post a tribute to the late rapper on his Instagram page on Sunday, August 13th. Black wrote, "Man, can't believe this. R.I.P. Magoo. Big bro, wasn't ready for this at all. Hashtag super friends." Genuine also appeared to pay tribute to the Virginia native, whose real name was Melvin Barcliff. On his Instagram, he wrote, "Times get rough, but we keep on pushing. Just heard some news. I hope it ain't true. I just want everyone to know that time is short. Love who you love and make sure they know it." Originally formed in 1989, Timberland and Magoo initially met when they were teenagers and decided to form a rap group. Though best known for their single Up Jumps the Boogie, the pair released 3 albums and were also well known for their work with Missy Elliott.
Follow the leader, like Chinese, I own your rap lease. The whackness must cease, prepare for your release.
I'm up in these labels trying to handle my business to make it more peace before Jehovah had witness. Up jumps, boogie jumps.
In 2021, Blackground Records and Empire Distribution teamed up to re-release the whole Timberland and Magoo catalog, which also included Timbaland's Tim's Bio Life from the Basement LP that initially dropped in 1998. So in honor of the life of Magoo, we want to know, what is your favorite Magoo song or Timberland song? Let us know in the comment section and keep it locked to Hip Hop DX.
Yeah, I would say Up Jumps the Boogie. What would you say, Lady Che? What is your favorite Timberland song?
I don't know. I like. I can't even think right now, man. I'm so fucking mentally exhausted. I can't function, barely talk. I think anything he did with Missy was good, but I liked what he did. I don't know, man. I can't think right now. I liked what he did with like this fact that they did stuff with Timberland.
Yeah.
I can't think right now, man. Like, I'm fucking exhausted. Mentally exhausted.
Okay, you got Up Jumps the Boogie, Love to Love Ya,
That was good.
Something clock chicken or something. Um, and he has some more hits.
Um,
Um, Go ahead.
just give me a second. Keep talking, dude. Don't worry about me. Just keep talking. I can't think. I can't function.
Okay. So the next video I'm gonna play is what happened? How did he die? Let's see what the news representative has to say.
Hey, everyone, welcome back to my channel. Subscribe our channel for more news in Apatis. We are sad to report about Melvin Magoo. Barcliff has been a part of the famous Timberland and Magoo rap duo since 1989. On August 13, Magoo was confirmed to have died, which sent a wave of shock and sadness among fans in the music industry. He was only 50 years old. May he rest in power. Genuine, too, appeared to pay tribute to the Norfolk via native real name Melvin Barcliff. Times get rough, but we keep on pushing. Just heard some news. I hope it ain't true. I just want everyone to know that time is short. Love who you love and make sure they know it. He wrote on Sunday, August 13, originally formed in 1989. Timberland and Magoo initially met when they were teenagers and decided to form a rap group. Though best known for their single, Up Jumps the Boogie, the pair released 3 albums and were perhaps best known for their work with Missy Elliott. As per sources, Magoo's death has been a suspected heart attack at the young age of 50, as reported by Kasi Derek Ent. On the date of his death, August 13, more information about Magoo and what happened to him in his final moment still remain undisclosed. Thanks for watching.
It has been reported that the rapper Magoo has passed away at the age of 50. He was best known as one half of the hip-hop group Timberland and Magoo. It has been claimed that Magoo, whose true name was Melvin Barcliff, passed away on Sunday. Digital Blacc and Genuine, 2 other performers, made the announcement of his passing on social media. However, they did not specify the circumstances behind his passing. Digital Blacc, a musician, producer, and songwriter best known for his work with R&B groups Dru Hill and Playa, tweeted, "Man, can't believe this. Ray and Magoo, damn big bro, wasn't ready for this at all. #SuperFriends." Blacc is most known for his contributions to those groups. He also posted a photograph of Timberland and Magoo's debut studio album, Welcome to Our World, which was released in 1997 and had many collaborations with Playa, one of which being the successful single Love To Love Ya. On Instagram, Pawnee singer Genuine, who also appeared on the record Timberland and Magoo collaborated on, expressed his sympathies for the loss of Timberland. "I don't even know how to say anything at this point. I have lost 3 friends already within a month to life, and its due date. This dude always pushed me. I don't even know how to say anything at this point. I shall miss you, Magoo." That was his nickname. And in my opinion, he was absolutely one of the best of all time, because he was always pushing forward. I am aware that we did not have many meaningful conversations, but the love was and will always be there for you, my brother. I will see you soon, bro. We all have our date, and I'm expecting the bro embrace when I get there. I'm actually pumped up right now, for real life is chaotic. I will see you soon, buddy. I despise having to go through this and losing people we care about, because it can sometimes make you feel as though you don't want to feel the agony, and so you want to be gone as well. The anguish is excruciating. Man, oh man. Many blessings to the family, and my deepest sympathies. Timberland and Missy Elliott, who is said to have gotten her nickname Misdemeanor from Magoo, have not made any comments regarding his passing. All 3 were members of the music collective known as The Basement Crew, which got its name from the basement in Rochester, New York, where they first got together with Devant Swing of Jodeci. The group was also known as the Swing Mob or Super Friends. When I initially got around all those cats, I quickly realized that they were the most talented collection of individuals I had ever been around. In an interview for the year 2020, Magoo stated that when you're in the moment, you don't appreciate it as much, but that all those people pushed me. You were able to pick up something new from everyone. Rap from the South was first brought to my attention by Static and his band Playa. East Coast rap, or that DC go-go music, was the only thing that was played in my city. Playa was the one who first turned me on to 8-Ball and MJG and UGK. These rappers would each have a unique flow for each song, and on occasion, they would even have a flow for each verse of their songs. When it came down to it, I found that focusing on flow rather than words was more effective at conveying the feel of the music than anything else. I owe Black, Static, and Smokey a lot of gratitude for the fact that they were the ones who first turned me on to that style of rap because of the impact that it had on my life. Magoo is most recognized for his contributions to the Timberland and Magoo project, which produced hits such as Up Jumps Da Boogie, which featured Missy Elliott and Aaliyah, Clock Strikes, which included Mad Skills, Love To Love Ya remix, which featured Shanta and Playa, and All Y'all, which featured Tweet and Sebastian. In addition, you may recognize Magoo from his appearances on Missy Elliott's Beat Me 911, Genuine's G Thing, and a remix of Jodeci's What About Us. Timberland is responsible for producing some of the most successful songs of the 90s and zeros, including collaborations with artists such as Aaliyah, Missy Elliott, Justin Timberlake, Jay-Z, Ludacris, Nelly Furtado, Nas, Carrie Hilson, and Madonna. In addition,
Hello, Moto.
I think it's Chewbacca. Yeah, go ahead. Speak on this, Lady Che.
On what? I don't like the AI journalism. That's just annoying. I don't know anybody that likes it. It's just like that's all that's being replaced. Nobody just speaks in their own voice. Sad. Sad state of affairs as usual. I don't necessarily believe it was a heart attack. I mean, what could he possibly be doing lately?
I don't know. Rumor has it he was shot. Other people are saying he had a heart attack. I personally think it was a jab, but you know how that go. They already flagging our old videos about the damn jab. So kind of reluctant to talk about it. But yeah, I think there's more to it than I guess we won't know until the toxicology reports come out.
No, the internet says all kind of shit. Everybody's speculating. You got one article talking about he had mental health issues and I don't know what else. And it's just always something.
Yeah. So he would be definitely missed. K-Dot said he was one of his favorite rappers.
Yeah. Man, I was like, I was totally in the mood about it yesterday. So, and now I'm just like, my brain hurts. I did like him on a couple of songs. So, I can't think of them. I just feel like it's abnormally weird.
There was another video I was gonna play, and it's supposed to be like his last 5 minutes or something before he died.
Mm-hmm. I like wonder why these damn creators keep making this fucking AI journalism shit. Voices are weird. You can totally tell they don't even say words correctly.
Right. Well, that wasn't the original video I was gonna play.
I was having a hard time understanding any of that shit. It's clearly digital talk.
Let's see what Timberland has to say.
Look, if they're already remaking motherfucking remaking pieces
You smoke crack, Sam? Prepare, you gonna die. What? Crazy Joe, my name.
All right, so I'm sitting here with my brother, Creative God, and we know that there's a lot of talk about AI. We know how the feelings of violating certain things, but let me tell you something. I got a solution. I'm working on it.
Greetings.
No.
It's going to
hey.
be beneficial to everybody.
Greetings from Las Vegas.
In the meantime, I got to share something I've been working on because I always wanted to do this, and I never got a chance to. I always wanted to work with Big, and I never got a chance to. Until today, it came out right.
They had flavor, they had swag. You know, they was thorough dudes. You know what I mean? Like they were real thorough dudes. And Tim just had the game on like when it came to that. And then when I heard him doing his, when I met him, he was DJing. Tim was like, "Yo, I'm gonna try to hear some of these beats I'm working on." And I was like, "Dang, this dude makes beats and he DJ. What else did this dude do?" I was sitting there like, "This dude is weird." I mean, I had at that point, I had never met anybody in person that was that serious about the art and that was that talented at the art. Tim was like a grown person when it came to his responsibility with DJing and music. He was selling mixtapes, man, $10 a pop back then. And you have to understand and get the perspective on what I'm trying to say to you. We're talking about Virginia. We're not talking about New York City. We're not talking about Atlanta. We're not talking about Miami. We're talking about Virginia, the Norfolk, Virginia Beach metropolitan area, which isn't like a hit town or nothing like that. But it was not a hip-hop area in terms of, we didn't have a hip-hop culture in terms of DJs and rappers. And like we didn't have that. We had people that were rapping and DJing, but he was miles ahead of everybody. You know what I mean? Like, you would hear people rap. I heard people rap before him. I seen people DJ before him. But it was like he was from New York or LA already with his level of ability. You know what I mean? It was ridiculous, dude. It was, you can hear it in my voice, like it was ridiculous already when he was like 16. And he was like that before I met him. He was a beatbox champion. I mean, the dude was a beatbox champion, man. How you a beatbox champion and you're the best DJ and you do beats and they don't? Like, that's three things right there.
Yep.
As we are still mourning, commemorating, and also pay tributes to the legendary rapper that is Magoo, who actually passed away at the age of 50. We are seeing his longtime partner and mate that actually formed that popular duo known as Magoo and Timberland, coming out on
playing the same thing. That's AI. That's AI talking. They keep kicking Shabaka out the studio. Shabaka, can you hear us?
Maybe he's not even
Shabaka, we can't hear him.
Maybe he's
No, he's not.
Okay, can you hear me?
Oh, there we go. Yeah, they keep kicking you out.
Yeah, they don't do it real okay because I'm on the phone. Okay, so if it kicks off this time, I'm going to go to the laptop.
Okay. Do you remember the rapper Magoo from Timberland and Magoo?
Okay. Vaguely, I might have heard some of his work, and
sounds like
You're going in and out, Shabaka.
I'm fading in and out.
Yeah.
Okay. Check to see if I got some of these other links open on here. I see the phone don't want to work. Okay, so can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
do? Did he make something or not?
I'm looking for the video, lady. Check. Here we go. Oh, this is the same one.
I'm like, what did Timberland do with the AI?
Okay, Shabaka, they keep picking me out.
All right, I'm going to hit the laptop the next time it blows off.
Okay.
Okay, so I've got a strong Wi-Fi signal here. And as you said, a lot of these guys, because of the message that they were putting out.
Welcome back. Rapper Magoo's death at 50 prompts tributes from fans and the music industry. Cause of death remains undisclosed. Melvin Magoo, Barcliff, an integral part of the celebrated rap duo Timberland and Magoo since 1989, is dead on August 13. The sad news of Magoo's demise was confirmed, sending shockwaves of grief throughout fans and the music industry. Magoo's notable tracks include Up Jumps Double G from 1997, Coast Virginia, Entertainment, and Timberland's partnership started.
Look at all the videos. Man.
I'm gonna debate that was. I was gonna go say that was another AI journalist.
Fucking Tahaka Bay is on. Like this one, this dude was talking about he got shot.
Where?
In his hometown of Virginia. They're from Norfolk. Sabaka, have you ever been to Norfolk, Virginia? Oh, lost.
Play the video that said he got shot.
Sabaka?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
And I might have to, because I'm using the Bluetooth right now, I might have to go to, inline headset.
Sound clear on our end.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Don't take it allergic to Nurtec. Allergic reactions can occur even days after use.
Yo, what's going on? What's game, man? Welcome back to another reaction, man. Make sure I hit that like button. Make sure I subscribe to the channel. Also turn on post notifications. Man, rest in peace to this rapper, man.
Subscribe to our channel. Hit the like button on our shit too, homie.
He said he got shot, bro.
Hold on, Sabaka.
This is sick, man. Hey, y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, man. I will keep y'all updated on what happened to him, man. Man, this is sad, bro. It's like all these rappers, man, these singers, and just celebrities in general, man, keep getting killed, bro. This is crazy, man. And y'all even know y'all thoughts on this, man. What do y'all think? What do y'all feel like?
Yeah, that's
was
what
he
that
at the wrong place at the wrong time, or did they just catch him lacking, man? It's just crazy, man. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts on this, man. So checking out, man. I'll see y'all in the next video, man. I'm gone, man.
It's just a whole bunch of nothing right there, huh?
Yeah.
What a waste.
That's pretty much all of the videos.
Oh well.
Going to toxicology report.
Yep. Yeah, or could have been, the powers that be took him out. Probably he might have bucked their system a little bit, or they probably didn't dig,
Somebody said he was in a blood sacrifice.
Yeah, it could be. They do shit out there.
I'm sure what you have to say about Aaliyah.
Yeah, Leah was only 21 when she died. I remember when she died.
No, she was 31, Shabaka.
She
We are
was
like
31?
literally, we have the same. Uh-huh.
No, okay.
Yeah, we have the
Okay.
same birthday. When she
Same
passed, I
day,
think.
month, date, and year?
Yep. Well, not year, but date and month. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, 'cause she died in. Oh, she might have been 21. I think she was older than that.
Mm-hmm.
I keep forgetting that she got her start real young because she was with R. Kelly at 14.
Yeah.
Not playing.
What is it? I paused it. Tabaka's playing something in the background.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, I'm getting ready to turn that down. And what I'm doing, believe it or not, is looking at old TV series like from the 1950s called The Californians, believe it or not.
Oh wow!
And it's set during the time of the Barbary Coast, which was the gold rush in California's history, and they called it the Barbary Coast, as in barbarians.
Yep. Uh-huh.
And you still got some barbarians there today, except they're high tech.
And just
barbarians.
lastly, I appreciate you for sharing all of that. And then but lastly, speaking of friendships that you were able to develop throughout the years, Static and Aaliyah, of course, both of them passed away, and I know a lot of fans on our site, they're huge fans of them as well. Can you just share a memory of both of them, maybe individually or collectively?
Aaliyah, a clown, funny, a good spirited type person. Went for Aaliyah, we wouldn't have been with Blackground. She spoke up for Tim and me.
She would have been 40.
And Barry ended up signing us. Of course, he had a lot of respect for his baby girl. Tim, of course, was extremely talented, so I'm quite sure Barry would have worked with him as a producer. But Aaliyah vouched, and I never forgot that. I never got a chance to thank her for that. I remember one time she called my hotel when back in L.A. playing on the phone. She called the phone. It was going, "It's all good." It was a song out back then. I forgot the name of the song, but that was the lyrics, right? And hung up the phone, right? Now, you got to remember, I don't know this was Aaliyah. She did it like about 6 times. It's all good. And hung up the phone. And so the sixth time she did it, I said, whoever this is, I was going off. Cussing him out. But I didn't know it was Aaliyah. So I hung up the phone after I finished cussing him out. And she was like, she called. She was like, hey, Magoo, what you doing? I said, nothing, what you up to? She said, oh, nothing. She was hanging with Kadada. That's Quincy Jones' daughter, Kadada Jones. She was hanging with her. And I think at the time, Kadada was actually messing with Tupac. She's like, I'm hanging with Kadada. I said, yeah, what y'all up to? She said, nothing, you want to come hang out? I said, no, I don't know, man. I'm a little upset right now. And she said, why? I said, somebody keep calling my room, telling me it's all good. She was like, oh, they're going like this. And she did it. And it was her. And I've never forgot that. But she had asked me if I want to come hang out that night.
It's All Good was Mo Thugs, the branch off group from Bone Thugs and Harmony. Crazy Bone. Crazy Bone had did a song with I can't remember the chick's name, but they had did a song called "It's All Good." That's what he's referencing.
And I went out. I forgot where the heck we ended up going, but we didn't go out long. But yeah, she just was a funny person, man. She was a funny individual, and I do miss. I never got over her death. And like I said, I never discussed this with Tim or Missy, with Genuine, or any of my friends. I never discussed it with them, with any of my family, with any of my ex-girlfriends, or even my current girlfriend. I never discussed it with anybody. I never got over that. Right. I think it would be traumatic for anybody You know, if it happens to anybody in their family to lose somebody that was so young and so promising like that. And I got to give her mom, her dad, God rest in peace, and her brother and all her family members a lot of credit, because I just couldn't imagine being blood related to her and how they feel and the way I feel that she wasn't even a blood relative. How hard it was on me, how I couldn't fly, how I couldn't listen to her. I could not watch any of them videos. I didn't watch Rock the Boat, any of that stuff. The lady I was with during that particular time, she would get upset because I
remember they played Rock the Boat like every day after she died for like 3 years on 106 in Park. I think it was the most played.
Memorial to her.
It stayed at #1 for like 3 years.
Mm-hmm. And then she also made another record called Choosy Lover that I recall.
Yeah, Choosy Lover was off of 1 in a Million.
Yeah, and it was a remake of the Isley Brothers hit. Let me see. And I think the Isley Brothers had made it a hit in the late 1970s, if memory serves me correct.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what the Isley Brother album was. But yeah, it wasn't Go For Your Guns, it was one after.
Wait a minute. No, I believe the name of the album was Choosy Lover.
That was the actual name?
That was the name of the song.
I remember that was the
song.
I
believe so, yeah. Yeah, but I think that was the title cut of the album by the same name. I think, I'm not sure. Because it's damn near 50 years ago, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then also to update out of Los Angeles, Palm Springs got smashed.
Oh yeah. Okay?
The water was very high there. The hurricane did its thing. It was a first time in 80 years, you know, to hit Southern California. Las Vegas, 84 years. And Las Vegas got drenched a little bit. The temperature is down here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I think the high today was like about 82 degrees.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so you know, would have been nice.
Between the Sheets album, and that was in '83.
Okay, all right. Wait a minute. Yeah, I remember Between the Sheets. Yeah, that was the title cut.
That was the name of the album. Choosy Lover was one of the songs on there.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I'm saying is that Between the Sheets was the title cut, you know, on the same album.
No, that was the.
Yeah, and that there's 1983.
That was the actual album, Shabaka. That was that was the name of the whole album. What?
Yeah, Between the Sheets.
Yeah, that was the name of the album. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Okay, and they also had a song by the same name on that album. But Choosy Lover was the big hit off the album.
Yeah, off the Between the Sheets album, yeah.
Yeah, and then I remember that the song starts off with Ernie Isley, because, you know, he was the guitar player for the Isley Brothers, Ernie Isley.
Correct.
And he tried to play it left-handed like Jimi Hendrix did.
Yeah, that was, you're thinking of track number 4. Choose Your Lover was the first track.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. So that's what's happening, folks. You know, Hurricane Hillary went through and wreaked havoc in Los Angeles last night and earlier today. And And like I said, areas like Palm Springs got drenched. As we stated, that Palm Springs is a mile below sea level. So just off the law of physics, with it being lower than sea level, of course, water was going to accumulate there. They did have a few streets here flooded in Las Vegas. It wasn't too bad, but Los Angeles really got hit bad, and it mainly affected, well-to-do areas. But I haven't gotten any reports, out of South Central or the Watts area or Compton as of yet. But up in those Hollywood Hills, yeah, I'm sure it wrecked a whole lot of havoc right there. So I'm quite sure they had some mudslides. And let's go to some news here. Mudslides from Hurricane Hillary. Mudslides. Okay, here we go. Mudslides in California. Okay.
Shabaka, I'm gonna finish this video.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't want to see TV shows. I didn't watch video shows. Man, I didn't want to see nothing that was musical after that woman died like she did.
Right.
Our record label, and honestly, I lost a piece of myself then. Not because me and Aaliyah were like close like she was with some other people, because she was closer to other people like Kadala and certain other people. She was closer with Tim, definitely. But I had a love and a respect for her just because of how humble she was. Like, I got some hood friends, man, and I remember one of my hood boys named Troy Mitchell. He was like, I introduced him to Aaliyah, and Aaliyah was like, hey, what's up? She was just like a normal person. Like, she was like, dang, man, I never get over when I met her, how she was just a regular chick. She won't even know that star stuff. He said, I could feel her energy. It was so genuine. Like, she was just like that, man. Like, she didn't deserve that, man.
Right.
That wasn't for her. That wasn't for her. And, as for Static, that's my man's right there. Me, him, and Black, and Smoke, and Boogeyman all shared an apartment together. And like I told you, they might not even realize it, but I still play their record to this day in my car. People get tired of it because I done wore the CD out. I still play it. It's like 20 years later. It's one of my favorite R&B albums of all time. And that's not because they're my friends. That's because they just was a phenomenal group. They are one of my favorite groups of all time. Like, that's for real. And, living with them, man, and waking up to them singing, and we blazing. That's them. We blazing. And they smoke their blunts, and they just were some good Southern dudes.
I remember that.
And they have the kindest heart. They just some good dudes, man. Like, I love all three of them. And that's what I think about when I think about Static, is the nature of people from Louisville and just the deep south or the mid-south rather, where they from, and the influence they had on me as people is all I ever think about when I think about Static. Now, my heart was heavier when Static died. It was heavier because, I was roommates with that guy. You know what I mean?
Right.
I slept in the same areas of the home, you know what I mean, in the apartment that we had. He had his bed over there. Smoke had his bed over there. My bed was in the corner. Black bed was over there. Our beds was all in the living room. You know what I mean? He had a chick over there, had a girl. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
We just did the young guy stuff, man, with the chicks. Had fun, and so like it was like you said, college. Like, he was a college classmate, but he was my man. Like, it's just to this day, man. I'm like, yo, I just wish that I'm trying to hold the tears back thinking about Static down like that, because I always say to myself, why did he have to put the needle in the wrong place? My man should still be here. He was gonna do another Player album, man. Like, the world lost an entertainer, but Black and Smokey lost a friend. Miss Garrett, his mother and his son and his wife and his seed that he left here and his family members. I didn't meet all his family, but that dude was a good dude, man. Like, that dude was the salt of the earth. Stack was an influential dude. Like, he was a wise dude. He could say some of the wisest things you would ever heard anybody ever say. He wasn't the type of dude that would be looking for conflict. He could kill you with kindness, man. He just was a good dude. Like, I really love that guy. I love Stephen Garrett as a person.
Right.
I respected Stephen Garrett as a person, and I still love Smoke, which is Jawan Peacock, and I still love Blacc, which is Benjamin Bush. I love them guys, man. We grew to be.
What happened there?
Just saying, man, won't you come up here and kick it with us, man, instead of sitting down there and think about it. They helped me get over that. And I ended up getting on the Player album, doing some songs with my homeboy. Them dudes just, man, every time I always think about the group when I think about Static. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always think about them as a group because I never met them kind of people before. They were some humble dudes, man. They were just humble, talented, successful guys. They introduced me to rap I never had heard. I heard of those guys, but they changed my life. I owe part of my success to Player, man. I'm being real right now. Part of my success is because of Player. Player was an influence on me because of their hard work. And I gotta say Player, not just say Static when I say this, because Static, Blacc, and Smoke always worked hard. They would wake up first thing in the morning. That's when my memories of them are so many, because they're all positive. Because what they did inspired me so much. And so when I heard Static and die like that, man, I ain't no funeral type of guy. I went to the funeral on my own.
Right.
I had a studio session. I left the studio session I was in Virginia. We was working with, at the time, we was working with B.O.B. as a matter of fact. This was before B.O.B. came out. Me and my producer was working with B.O.B. You know what I'm talking about, the guy from Atlanta, dope rapper from Atlanta?
Yep.
He was working with him at the time, man, and I left the studio session. They didn't know because I came back like the same day. I went to the funeral in Louisville and flew back the same day because I wanted to show my respect, man.
Wow.
That's how much I love Static. I didn't get, sometimes, the record label will pay for this. You know how I go there, pay for this, pay for that. Nah, I took my own dime, man, and I paid for my flight. I paid for my rental car, went and paid my respects to my man. And I just, like, I can't tell you, man. I think about that dude every day. Every day.
Yeah.
Every single day.
Super talented. And hey, you guys have a great song together, that Derby City interlude. We love that song over here.
I love it. I know what, though? When I told you how they influenced me, you can hear, when I told you about the influence that I got from them, I'm driving about a ball 6 times. I forgot what I said, but the flow came from them. They didn't tell me how to do the
connection,
flow,
Jesse.
but it came from their influence.
Yeah.
Playing 8-ball and
Definitely.
Okay. Yeah, because you're fading in and out. Wait a minute, or is it me on
it might be you. But
no, my signal strength. Yeah, no, the signal strength dropped right here.
Oh, okay. It's like a minute left of the video.
Yeah.
MJG.
Right.
UGK. All them Southern rappers, they pulled that out of me. That was the way I really wanted to rap. You feel me? A little bit more in, because that was kind of like an R&B record, but that's the way I really wanted to rap once I came out. But I didn't feel like that was the right lane for me. But I love them dudes, man. They pulled that out of me. That rap I did is a depiction on how much fun I had when I was around them and I was going through a breakup.
Right.
They made me happy. Being around Static and Blacc made me happy because them dudes I never seen them dudes like not happy.
Right. That's crazy.
Denver.
Yeah, that's my next topic. Did you want to see this video, Lady Che, to refresh your memory?
If you want to,
yeah. Sabaka, what were you wanting me to share?
Yes, sir. Okay. I pulled it up about the storms in Southern California. Okay, and let's see here, and I'm going to read, some of the stuff that they got here. Okay, it's because I'm looking at the weakening storm Hillary leaves floods and mud behind in California. Okay, and this is data today. Damage from rare tropical storm is less than feared, but experts warn of further danger as it heads to Nevada and Oregon. And it hit Sun Valley, California, which is in the San Fernando Valley. Okay, which is right off of let me see, what is that? The 210 freeway, and this in Sun Valley is like about a couple of miles away from where the LAPD beat the living dog shit out of Rodney King. Okay, and then the rare tempest left down trees, flooded streets, and cascades of mud and debris in its wake after slamming into the U.S. West Coast on Sunday. All righty, and then the storm has largely cleared by Monday afternoon, here in Vegas as well, too. And then they're saying that it was less severe than it had been anticipated, but it did hit Palm Springs, you know what I'm saying? And we're not too worried about Palm Springs. You got too many ritzy people out there and what have you. And then in Palm Desert.
Sabaka, it made a direct targeting of LA, like it went right over LA, and then it went up toward Nevada.
Yes, sir, it did. Yes, sir. And then keep in mind, it also had flooded Palm Springs pretty good, as I anticipated, is because Palm Springs is the exact opposite of Denver, Colorado. When it comes to, as they say, you guys are 5280 above sea level, and Palm Springs is a mile below sea level. So with it automatically being below sea level, the water's just going to drench that part. And a place called Rancho Mirage, which is out there. But keep in mind, you got a lot of rich folks that's out there. Those are vacation homes, for the elite and the rich. You see what I mean? So, we're not too concerned about them. They call it the what now?
It cooled the desert off. It's been like 100.
Oh, yes, sir, it did.
Like 2 months straight.
Oh, yeah, it cooled it off. And then what's going to happen is that when the sun returns to the desert, that water is going to be dried up, man, in 3 days or less. And, and it's going to be just as arid as it was, And they said this is the first time in 84 years that it went through Los Angeles, and the irony of it is Hurricane Hillary.
Well, by that time.
Yeah, so I wonder what the Democrats.
Yeah.
And then keep in mind is
they're lucky it wasn't Patricia.
And when
imagine a Patricia in Los Angeles, like that would be wild as hell.
But I think that there would be kind of the intensity of it, Brother Paris, in my opinion, will be a lot less than it was down there where the Panties is. And yes, Governor, the Panties of Florida, I'm talking about you. And I'm saying that you are a punk. And I believe he wears women's underwear. So that's why I call him the Panties. You know what I'm saying? He's a punk. Okay. And I'm going to make that perfectly clear. And then Newsom declared a state of emergency. Yeah, and then Gruesome Newsom declared a state of emergency out there in Palm Springs and what have you, but the bastard won't declare a state of emergency of the unhoused neighbors in downtown Los Angeles. And then Karen Bass had came on there and saying that she was doing something with the homeless, so they don't be affected too much.
Put them in tiny homes like this fool is trying to do here.
Right, but keep in mind in downtown LA, you got trash, garbage, shit in the street, rats running around there. So hopefully, our unhoused neighbors did get some proper protection, but however, I doubt it. But keep in mind, we don't care about
off of unhoused neighbors. Everybody's still in our terminology.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And then people are stealing our terminology about the chairman of Montgomery. You know?
Oh, well, you got Roly Poly Martin selling t-shirts and chairs.
T-shirts and chairs.
You think he gonna donate really Reggie Ray's GoFundMe?
Hell no. And then on top of it too, there is a new mega hat that is out. And with this mega hat says, "My ass got arrested." So, we would like to push that. And if merchandise is out there with it, you're going to have to pay Front Line Blacc News. And I'm just making it plain. Okay.
You got to go to the group, Shabaka, and find out who this is. Because I'd be a shit, but it'd be from our friends, like our mutual friends, like people we actually know. And it's not that.
Yeah, exactly.
Pushing it in the group.
Right. Yeah. So we damn sure ain't pushing, make America greedy again. We're pushing that hat, my ass got arrested. And then update, this bastard is supposed to go turn himself in on Thursday or Friday. And get this here, people, and this is really going to piss you off. His bond is only $250,000.
That's it, Shabaka, really. $250,000. That's all his bond is.
Yeah, $250,000. And this bastard is worth, over billions. So what it is, they're gonna book his ass, okay? I doubt it seriously if he spends the night in jail. Supposedly Fulton County is supposed to be taking mug shots of him. They're supposed to also be fingerprinting him. And so what's going to happen is that they're going to do all that bullshit, and then he's going to post $250,000. And I think the no good son of a bitch would be hitting the street within 3 hours tops.
Shabaka, he
don't
raise $50 million.
Yeah. And Vivek Ramaswamy, you're on our list too, because we're going to crumb bum on your stinking ass. It's because of the caste system of where you come from, and you look.
Talking about Roman.
Yeah. So we're going to damn sure crumb bum on you.
And we got
Uncle Tim Scott,
on Eric Adams for saying that he wants to.
Oh, absolutely. Oh yeah.
After he threw the Democratic Party under the bus.
Sir, the Democratic Party for black folks has been under the bus, okay? Now, when you sit up and elect Barack Obama, okay, who is the president of the United States, the chief executive.
Hope and change that you can believe in.
Oh, yeah, change that you could believe in. But then I noticed under Barack Obama, this is where the police killings start. And then Obama, he steps away from it. And just on the fact of him being a black man, he should have been wielding that.
After he said that Trayvon Martin could have been his son.
Yeah. See, so it seems to me is that with him being the president, he could have ordered the United States Department of Justice, okay, you go pick Zimmerman up, okay, you hit Zimmerman with hate crimes. You see what I'm saying? You hit Zimmerman, like they did Timothy McVeigh, who bombed the Oklahoma City bomb, and they executed his ass.
Yeah, Zimmerman has some connections. He didn't do that on his own.
Oh yeah, he had to be. Yeah, he had to be. Now here he is up here playing Paul Blart.
It's a wonder to me because.
Oh yeah, and then here, and he's up here playing, Paul Blart, mall cop, but he's out there with a 44 Magnum. It was a high velocity weapon that Zimmerman was out there doing what, you know, just like Kyle's shit in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm leaving Illinois to cross into Wisconsin because I'm going to protect property, but you're going over here, you know, with high caliber, specialized.
That's code.
Yeah.
Kill black people. Protect.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Their friend, they're here to protect and serve. They ain't never been our goddamn friends. They are the slave. Patty rollers.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. To quote the words of a famous man who was sitting in Alameda County Jail in the year 1968, I'm not going to say his name. He stated that the police are in the black community. They are there to brutalize us. They're there to contain us, and they're there to kill us. Is what he said. And I'm not. And we all know who he.
With Paul Mooney was in Hidden Color 3. Yeah, he said something like, to the extent that they purposely do this to keep us in our place. Like, that's what they exist for.
Oh yeah.
Because you didn't notice the
yes, sir.
heavy police presence in predominantly black areas until after the Civil Rights Bill was signed. Then it became open season for us.
Exactly.
The average white citizen couldn't control us anymore. So they had the government.
Yeah, exactly. And this is why John Edgar Hoover.
Yeah, with the
right. That's what the.
But now that it's being used against Trump, now it's the problem. Now we got to do something about the FBI. That have no problem.
Yeah.
FBI dismantling every black. Revolutionary movement in this country. They had no problem with that.
Yeah, including those in the civil rights movement.
Well,
J. Edgar Hoover used to send tapes.
It's the Black Empowerment era, Black family.
Yes, sir. It was the Black Empowerment era.
Because the first was after Reconstruction, hence the term freedmen. That's our legal status, freedmen. They, well, one, they don't want this knowledge getting out clearly. I mean, we get shadow banned. Front Line Blacc News is being shadow banned right now as we speak.
Absolutely. Same thing with Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced. Same thing with the Revolutionary Agenda. You see what I'm saying? And we are reaching out to anybody with any legalese knowledge on that, because you see, we pay for these platforms, okay? And basically what they're doing is that they are taking our money,
like you remember,
and we're getting stuck.
Shabaka, you have to pay for studio time. That's exactly what this is. This is modern day studio time.
No, yes, sir. That's exactly what it is. You know what I'm saying? And then they shadow ban us, but yet though you hypocritical bastards are going to talk about free speech. They say, now, if we was up here as black men talking about having our men folk going around wearing dresses and high heels and all that old shit, they'll put that up there. If we was to sit up there and black women were to talk about that black men ain't shit, they'll put that up there. But as soon as you get up there talking about something positive to rebuild the community that was the foundation of building up the wealth in the United States, you see, off of all that free labor, you see what I mean? Oh, no, we can't do that, you see. And then, too, and you and I, Brother Parrish, you know, we discussed it off the air, where we're going to have you and I are going to have the friendly discussion about the transatlantic slave trade and foundational black Americans.
Yeah, Aboriginals.
Say that again.
The original people.
Yeah. Right. And people are welcome to call in, and we're going to let it be known right now, is that me and Brother Parrish are not going to be opposed to each other. We're just having a conversation of two sides of the same coin. So therefore, you know, for the haters, you're welcome to call in, you know, and as soon as you get disrespectful, we're just going to boot your ass out the studio, you know, period. We're not going to sit up here and go back and forth with a bunch of unnecessary prepackaged bullshit. What we're going to do is to bring these digits together. You see what I'm saying? So that's what we're going to do, okay? And then there was a couple of people out there, and we're on public airwaves, and I'm putting that out there. There's a couple of people on my friends list saying that the transatlantic slave trade did not happen. Then you have those who state
I just shared a map of the numbers and where they came from.
Say that again.
I just shared.
No, I'm sorry. Say that again. You fed it out.
Can you hear me? I said you got to check my page out. I just shared something.
Yes. Oh, yes. I could hear.
Okay. Here, look.
Oh, okay. On your page?
Yep. Look.
Okay. All right. And then. All right. Okay. Let's see here. On your page. Okay. Going to Facebook right here. By the way, you know, Sha'Carri Richardson, she's getting back up in the Olympics.
Just look at the screen.
And then, yes, sir. Oh, okay. StreamYard. Okay. All right, right here?
Yep.
To my left, to my right. Okay, let's see here. Okay. I see it here, but it's kind of blurred. I'm trying to enlarge it.
I just enlarged it.
Said you had a missed video call. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. Well, that there's now see this here, people, is where we came from, you know, going across the Atlantic. And then also, too, the Russians are trying to get Niger.
The further north you get, the fewer it is.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So therefore, the bulk of it has went to Brazil. So that there would be the Portuguese right here. This here would be the Portuguese right there. Let's see here.
Guyana
so going here would be the Spaniards, Florida, Spaniards, Spain right there to Cuba, England right there to Jamaica, England to the Carolinas, the French going into New Orleans. Okay. Let's see. And up here to Maryland, that there would be the British as well, too. You see. So look at this right here. 1.6 million, 5.7 million. Let's see. 380,000 from Sierra Leone. And Senegal, Gambia, 756,000. Wow. And then too, you know, me and Lady Che, we was looking at that interview with that punk Larry Elders, okay?
Yeah.
And Larry Elders, you're a punk, you're a coon, and this bastard is gonna get up here and says, well, he didn't care about the transatlantic slave trade. Well, you know, the Romans and the Greeks, man, fuck them, man. You know, them ain't our people. We don't give a good goddamn about them, and I'm making it plain. You see what I'm saying? We're talking about our people. Do you see what I mean?
What's on the screen right now?
Yeah, you see, so I don't, you know, that Joe Gibson, Larry Elder crap, you know, I don't care about them, but they welcome to call up, you know, we'll debate with them, you know what I'm saying, and then we'll make them look stupid like we usually do, you know. Yeah, the 16th through the 19th century, so that's 300 years. Yeah, and then of course British Guyana, they had a lot of them. Oh yeah. And then of course Jamaica, Cuba.
Highlight of the week. Every time I can tell him that his motherfucking his racist reason that motherfucking mulattoes exist. And I have to do with all this coloring and shit. It's like, you know, it's epic because he's like, oh no. It's never like it's impossibilities. You know what I mean? Like there was no raping going on. There was no you know, bringing a beautiful African woman up in the house and, you know, making her your bed wench and all this extra shit, breeding. There was none of that going on, right? Then the resales of us, you know, and here I am, decades and generations later, like, you know, like his race didn't have to do with it.
Yeah, and then on top of it as well too, not only
they don't want to be accountable for what their ancestors.
And the Kardashians.
No. That's exactly. And that's exactly.
Anchor baby. Like, don't even get me started. I've been sitting here quiet for like the last hour. It didn't say shit to you. You brought him up, and then we gotta talk about this feathered anchor fucking baby talking about we don't get the foundational Black Americans don't get reparations. Not on his watch. The fucking audacity. What the fuck, you illegal tethered anchor baby who's had a fucking generations of family tethered illegally to this country? We're from the soil.
Mm-hmm.
You're not from the soil.
Yeah.
You're from abroad, tethered, anchored to this.
And then I believe there was a place in New York City, and correct me if I'm wrong, called Seneca Park. That they had taken, Seneca Village, where they had, where they had, and then not to mention the fact of all the technology and the knowledge that they had stolen from us. You know, like when you look at the great black inventors, Benjamin Banneker, you know, who came up with the almanac, which is the weather patterns. And plus Benjamin. Yeah, and then he designed he was a city planner that laid out Washington, D.C., I believe, or the District of Columbia. And then not to mention the fact of, where we come from. Look at Mansa Musa. Look at the University of Sankore in Timbuktu. You see, and then, of course, you had other institutions of education, too. Yes, sir.
Did Mansa Musa become Montezuma?
You know what? I don't think so, because I think Montezuma, man, was like about 300 or 400 years before Mansa Musa. And I think it was 300 or 400 years after Montezuma, you know.
That would have been like 90 AD or 1000 AD or something.
And then, his brother, as you know, Abu Bakari, has circumnavigated the globe before some drunken, stinking, filthy, nasty, no ash washing savage by the name of Christopher Columbus, talking about that he discovered America, and he started calling the people Indians because his drunk ass thought he was in India. Now let's look at something right here. Okay, if I got can you see my arrow right here? Okay, now stinking Columbus came from this region right here. So this fool had wound up over here.
Oh, no.
Now, with him being a sailor, you would figure that his compass would tell him that he is heading west as opposed to east, right?
Shabaka, he had Moors on the ship with him that were navigating him. He was not lost.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, hold on, wait a minute. There was a dude. Okay, wait a minute. There was an episode of Good Times, man, and let me see, Turning Back the Hands of History, 1974, I believe, where Columbus had the 5 ships, and the little kid, Michael Evans, who was up on Black History, did state in one of the episodes, that a brother did sail with Columbus.
It was several. Okay. Remember, he was back and forth in between the New World and Alkebalon in Europe. So, they had already established. We had already established trade with the Aboriginals centuries, if not millennia, before the Caucasoid ever had any contact with.
Okay.
Just like you said,
all right, now.
Since before these mothers were in caves.
Right. Okay. Now, I could also see, is because who's our sister who joins us sometime? Sister Shida.
Oh, Shida.
Yeah. And she and Mandela Khan was talking about that. If you look at the continent of South America and Africa, it looks like it at one time it was joined together.
Yeah, it was all together. It was Pangea.
Okay, but it seems to me, looking at this amount of separation, that this had to happen.
And K through 12, they told us this happened during the prehistoric era. uh,
Mm-hmm.
people supposedly were not on the planet. It was dinosaurs. And yes, South America
Okay.
is right into Africa. North America fits right there. Europe and Asia fit right next to Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was all Antarctica
Okay, but when I look at the Gulf of Mexico, what happened?
I don't know, it froze up.
Okay. So Antarctica would be down here at the south. Okay.
Yeah.
And then also too
Further north than it is now. It was not always at the
okay.
South Pole per se, because the poles shift every like
Okay.
20,000 years or some shit.
Okay. Now down here too, another country that I've been doing research on is Argentina. Okay,
Yeah, they
which was
wiped them out. They wiped them out, Shabaka. It was like rubber-proof fence, like they
mm-hmm.
did in Australia. They completely wiped out the black population. There's a YouTube channel you should check out called Black Journals.
Oh yeah.
All the Black history archived
mm-hmm.
on this channel.
Mm-hmm.
And there's another one called Black Secrets Unlocked or Secrets Unlocked.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But yeah, this is
Alrighty.
y'all. So let me see if I can pull up a Pangea map.
Okay, and could you make your map larger if you could?
Oh, that one. That's because I zoomed out, Shabaka.
Oh, okay.
Is that better?
Oh, okay. Yeah, much better. Okay, now let's see right here. You got South Africa right here. Okay, and as we all know, Zululand and Natal is right here. And this is South Africa right here. And keep in mind, I do not recognize no Boer as an African. And I'm making that plain. Okay. Okay. And then, of course, here, Brazil, where Rio de Janeiro is, okay. That was a straight line, from Mutamba, okay, which they called Angola. And then, okay, and where is this stinker at from, this here is okay, is there any way you could zoom that map up there, enlarge it? Okay, this is 300 million years ago. Okay. All right, let's see here. Oh, okay. All right, okay, so you got Eurasia right here. So this would be the Soviet Union, China, and what's the other big country over there besides China? I believe Thailand. Yeah, Thailand, which would be right here. Okay. Now I can see, with this here, with the original man being here on the Cuba line, spreading out here to South America is because the climate and the foliage of South America is very similar to that of Central Africa. That's deep jungle. Okay, up here in the north.
Jungle, Shabaka?
Huh?
You know what else is deep jungle?
What's that? South America right here.
Florida.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's why you got all them critters there, man. Yeah, that's definitely jungle. You know what I'm saying?
It's actually more jungle per square mile than the Amazon or the Congo.
Okay, and I would imagine down there by the Everglades, because I didn't make it to the Everglades.
Yes, definitely Everglades. Everglades,
Okay.
all that. That is
which is near Miami, and I think the furthest south in Florida that I went to was not Pensacola. I think St. Petersburg and Tampa.
Tampa, yeah.
Okay. All right, then here's North America.
Miami. I've been to
Miami. Did you get a chance to go to Miami Beach?
Yes, I've been there, but I was a teenager.
Oh, okay. Well, that's still cool because you know what happened in Miami Beach, right?
What?
I'm gonna go in like 10 minutes.
Okay, Lady Tay.
Okay. Okay.
before we got off on a whole different tangent, what are your thoughts on Magoo?
Okay, yeah, sorry to see the brother go. Sounded very, very intelligent. You know what I mean? And I would just like to see those brothers, you know, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, and them, is to unify that industry into a fist, man, and change the lyrics and the imagery of it. Because it could still be a very, very powerful tool for the upliftment of the community. And Dr. Wilson, you know, had wrote on that there as well, too. Say, you know, just, yeah, you know, brothers, just flip your lyrics into something positive instead of all this killing each other. And then, of course, when no, but I think that they're in a position now, Brother Paris, if they pull their resources, that they could be in a position to cause a shift. But what they would have to do they would have to do it all at once, just like the Montgomery bus boycott.
Yeah.
And just like the chairman of Montgomery.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You know, it's because you have an explosion, which matter is separated over a distance. Then you have an implosion, is where matter that is separated over a distance comes together all at once.
Yeah.
And that's what happened in Montgomery. You see, that's what happened when Dr. King was assassinated. And the Panthers that went on a war path throughout the nation. That they did do. Say, and this is why Matulu had spent all his life in jail, Geronimo Pratt. Then, of course, we know about Tupac's auntie. You see what I mean? You know. And Dr. Newton did say that in his memoirs that once you start on that path that you are doomed.
That's what he said.
And he was right. He was right. And what the implosion was on that, it was like James Brown said, we got tired of being beaten the head and all that because we're people too. You see what I'm saying? Just like with Aretha Franklin's big hit of Respect, RESPECT.
Yeah.
You see, so, you know, James Brown, Aretha Franklin, man, you see, the Dramatics give more power to the people. You know what I'm saying? You know, it was the song of a movement that they didn't want to see happen. Now, what happened here in Denver? 3 shot, 2 killed. Oh, man. Wow.
Yeah. So before that, shout out to everybody that's viewing this program. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the family of Magoo, Melvin, Bark, and the whole squad over there in Norfolk, Virginia. I think there's a Black Panther chapter out there too, Shabaka.
No, yes, sir. You had chapters everywhere. Yeah, you definitely had one in Virginia.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Thoughts and prayers go out to him and his family. And hopefully he had a will. And hopefully he had a trust for his kids.
Right. Yep. And I'm just typing up here, you know, check out your Black Experience Enhanced. 7 p.m. Mountain, 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. in the Central Time Zone. Then we want to give a shout out there to Outlaw Radio.
Yes.
You know, they did a show this week. You know, to Kevin Barnes, the Witch Doctor, and what have you. You know what I'm saying? Sister Courtney Francois, Brother Kamar, you know.
In real.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then also, too, ladies and gentlemen.
You got to put it in the comments. In the comments, Shibaka.
What's that? Yeah. I put in. Wait a minute. Okay, let me see here. Copy and paste this.
Hold on, Shibaka. Yeah, I'm already doing it. Okay, Lady Tay, what are your thoughts on Magoo to say about Magoo?
The same thing I said an hour ago. It's very sad.
Okay.
I hope he had things taken care of. You know, can't wait to see what the reports really come out and say. 50 is really young, especially for a healthy dude.
Right.
Yeah.
Then he started 2 years prior.
Yeah, it is.
Sound like
Yeah, it is.
Right.
And then too, 50 is a young age, and I was 50 over 10 years ago. So, and keep in mind for all you 30-year-olds and 40-year-olds, it's going to come up on you real quick.
Yeah.
And and it's kind of like the older you get, it's like a falling rock. You know, you seem like the birthdays, man, to keep coming like every other week. Then they start coming every day. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so write down memoirs in your youth. Also, too, you know, make logs of the history that you lived through so you can pass it on to the next generation when they transition. Is because what's going to happen with this artificial intelligence, what's going to happen with this diabolical mainstream media, is that they're going to sit up there and tell you the damn exact opposite of what actually happened. Case in point. Now they're trying to tell you that these transgender individuals, you know, okay, and just like Dr. Umar Johnson stated that I saw a clip of him talking about Dwayne Wade's son who went and got himself, quote unquote, fixed, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
and yes, sir, basically yes, and yeah, and then as Dr. Umar Johnson stated, now suppose that when Dwayne Wade's son gets 34 years old and says, hey, I don't want to deal with this here no more, you know, this transgenderism shit, okay? And he decided that he likes girls after all. Guess what? He can't accommodate the young lady because he ain't got nothing to do it with, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. No,
See? Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, that there's no different, okay, than when they used to take a brother out with their, yeah, and as the former heavyweight champion Muhammad Ali had stated back in 1974, is that no, we are not brothers. It's because brothers do not take their brothers and hang them in a tree and cut off their private parts and put them in their mouth. That's not the act of a brother. And this is all what the fuck that they doing, you know, with this transgender shit. Okay, they have their human rights. Okay, they have their civil rights. But individuals such as...
What do you think they were doing at them lynchings? They were taking souvenirs. They were taking whole cards and putting them
and then another thing is that they would castrate a brother and sometimes force him to eat, okay, to eat his own reproductive organs.
Remember, they just did that recently to that brother down south, Raheem. Huh?
I'm gonna go, man. My eyes and head hurt.
Well, you would like. I would love for you to stay for the next topic.
But like, can you get to it so I can get off the thing? The glare is like.
Okay, don't you have you some shades later, Che?
I've been doing the stuff for the campaign all day, so I've been sitting in front of the computer just staring at the glare all day.
Oh yeah, that will mess with you.
Since the RVA, like I've been awake since the RVA, just doing, trying to get this shit out to the media, to the newspapers for my fucking campaign, trying to get it all right and exact, doing the campaign surveys or questionnaires. Mm-hmm. So my eyes just hurt from the glare of the
Denver police are investigating a shooting from early this.
Yeah, just throw some shades on real quick.
Okay, Larimer Street, Welton. Yeah, I'm familiar with those streets.
Come on, man. Like, my head hurts.
And this is the city park. And this is the city park right here, Brother Che, where my arrow is.
To the right.
So that's the city park. Okay. And then Colfax, that's the longest street in Colorado right there.
Longest street in America.
Okay. Yeah, because it goes halfway through the state of Colorado.
Yeah.
And then, okay, I remember Interstate 25.
US 40.
Yep. And let me see. And this here is what will take you up into Wyoming right here. If I'm not mistaken.
25.
Wait a minute. Yeah, 25 takes you up into Wyoming.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes you there to Cheyenne. I know that.
Yeah.
And I think you picked the 25 up. Yeah, I think you picked the 25 up. What would that there would be? It's going through Montana. Highway 90, I believe.
Yeah, you picked
Yeah, because Interstate 90 starts in downtown Seattle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they're based off of the miles or something on the latitude, the highway.
Yeah. Then this is Colorado Highway 2 right here.
Yeah, that's Colorado.
Yeah, that's Colorado Boulevard. Yeah.
Happened directly on the 5 points. As you can see, black family that's viewing this. It's a big triangle right here.
Yeah, that's the 5 points right there.
This is 5 points, right? So this happened in the heart of the 5 points, heart of the east side. Majorly Crip territory. Basically everything east of 2 was Bloods and everything west of 2 was Crips. So right. I'm just letting the viewers know, like, that's how the shit is in Denver. So
yeah. But now it's all white and gentrified, so it doesn't even matter.
This morning,
we still there. We just ain't there like we was.
People died. It happened just after 4 in the area of 28th and Welton in the 5 Points area. 3 people were shot at that location. 2 of those victims have now been pronounced dead. Officers are working to develop suspect information.
So I got an update. The 2 that were shot, one of them, he's a famous boxer. You need to look him up on Rec TV. What is it?
BoxRec. BoxRec. Yeah, BoxRec.com.
Yeah. So he was one of the people shot, and another brother got shot. They ain't released who that is yet. And his sister got shot.
Oh, man.
So,
wow.
He's a famous boxer. His dad is a famous boxer.
Okay.
And, he was out of the country when it happened. And he's supposed to be coming back today. But he basically put a call. He said, if y'all don't get this shit right, I'm done. He's the brother I was talking about, Shabaka, when I was running for mayor. That had that nonprofit, Heavy Hearts.
Okay.
Heavy Hand.
Okay. And then let me see here, and I'm thumbing through some of Elder's garbage right here.
Hold on, Shabaka.
And
I gotta find a picture of your brother. I was hoping this news clip girl with it on.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's him on the left.
Okay, show him again. Oh, Lumumba. Okay, Sayers Jr. Okay. Wow.
Yeah. He looks
Wow.
just like his dad. There's no
Yeah.
denying him.
Yeah, he
Like
was an
that was definitely
amateur.
his son, and he has
Okay,
become his
yeah.
best friend.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, mixed martial arts and amateur boxing.
He was just amateur in that. He was the amateur. But anyway, he's gone, and his dad is a famous
Wow.
boxer too. He looks
Yeah,
just
he
like his
was
dad.
rising.
I'll show you a picture of his
Yeah.
dad. He's like, damn, it's a splitting image.
Okay.
But he did a live or two. He was in the
Okay.
DR promoting one of his fighters.
Okay, the Dominican Republic. Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
plus flying back today,
Okay.
and he's gonna have a
Now,
community.
also too.
Oh, I keep putting it in there.
Okay, so old elders here. I'm just
dad.
going through. Okay.
His dad is like damn near 50, Shabaka.
Right. His dad is younger than I am. So condolences to his father.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then and I'm just okay. He's in the ring right there. Okay.
In the ring
Yeah,
with
he's hitting the
Ansar.
mitts. Yeah. He's hitting the mitts. Yeah. And the purpose of that, is to develop your punches, to get the proper leverage on your stance and speed and what have you, because all that stuff is happening at the speed of light, Yeah. Okay, so let's see here. Now this idiot elders. Okay, I'm going through his book right here. And let's see. HIJK. All right, well, Elders does crumb bomb on Jesse Jackson, so that.
Oh, he did. He crumb bumped on
Yeah.
Jackson.
Yeah. Because I'm just going here through his index right here, and I'm looking at some of the names.
Oh, you come on the book. He said he got another book coming.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna mention the name of it. Actually, anything this fool writes, man, probably just do better just to take it and wipe your ass with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yes,
Yep.
What happened? The freezer.
Okay.
Okay. Technical difficulties. Lady Che, what are your thoughts on Lumumba Jr.'s passing?
Well, the father's closer to my age, so I it just really bothered me. I guess when I didn't believe it, and then it really bothered me when it came out on the news. I think I shed a tear or two. I really believe it was a real situation, and it was just right there. I was just right there, literally, that same day or the day before, earlier. Um, that shit was fucking crazy to me. And that there's no the place is so fucking gentrified, and there's like no, where's the cameras? There's cameras everywhere. You know what I mean? Like where's the like what's really going on? Seems kind of suspect to me. And then you know, to it just seemed like so many questions, not enough answers, and shit's kind of not. It's just kind of random, especially for the son. You know what I mean? Like, doesn't even make sense at all. And the fact that it's like the way the police treat it, like it looked like just another random shooting. So it's just kind of upsetting. I think the father has every right to uh, force the community to do something. I mean, and they will do something for him. They will look into it because the community likes him. So and his son and whatever he's doing. So it's it's important. The fact that he wants motherfuckers that have stuff to do with the city, you know, politics, whatever, to get involved and to he put like a little fucking call out for all that. That seemed like something Frontline. Seemed like something Team Paris could get behind because we have to. You know what I mean? Just because it's like kind of put out there like that.
Right.
Sad state of affairs. And it's not like that it's one of those things that didn't get hardly any coverage and still is not getting any coverage. So and then they try to intermingle that shit with the shit that happened over here by my house on the same day. It's like does you can't just jumble up Black Death like that. You know what I mean? That's all I gotta say about that.
Okay. Well, on your screen there is a picture of Lumumba Sayers Senior and his son Lumumba Sayers Junior.
Yeah.
They look just alike. Yeah. You could tell they're definitely family,
Very much so.
And I'm just
So the one on
thumbing. Yeah, this is the son right here, and that's the dad right there.
Yeah. He did a live the day of two or three lives that year. And he's in the DR.
All our condolences to him. Mm-hmm.
That's his daughter, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, hopefully we'll find more to bring some understanding. But right now it's pretty fucking limited. All right, family.
Yeah.
My head hurts. Like it's just the last. Yeah. Yeah. So
And then
also
too.
But sorry, like you know what I mean. My head hurts. My eyes hurt. It's like and I told you I didn't want to sit in this chair for another like couple hours. It's just like Jesus Christ. Pull it together, Jesse. I don't know what other topics you got, but I gotta go. I can't sit here and just can't. I can't I can't do it another like 2 hours.
3 hours yesterday.
I know, Jesse, but I'm RVA since yesterday.
I got Unhoused neighbor news and
I'm sitting here
Unhoused neighbor.
typing all day like this. Typing, looking up, typing, looking up, reading, typing, reading, typing, reading, typing, cut and paste, typing, making whole fucking commercials over here. Doing a whole bunch of shit that I gotta do by myself. You know what I mean? Like, can you imagine? And dealing with other shit I got going on. My eyes hurt. What time did I do the RVA yesterday?
It was pretty late.
You don't even know. I did the RVA right after whatever happened yesterday. I did the RVA like not that late.
It was after 10.
It wasn't that late, Jesse. I mean, I finished at like midnight.
That was like a 3.5 hour show. I
Jesse.
know. I watched the whole thing. So, what are your thoughts on Lumumba before you go?
Oh my God, man. You know, listen to me. Listen to what I'm saying. It upset me. I cried. It was very upsetting. Dudes like the father's like around my age.
Yeah.
Try to jumble that shit up with the shit that went on over here. The 2 shootings down the street.
The book.
You know what I mean? You can't jumble up Black Death. I just said that because pay attention. Listen. Listen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they found 2 dead black men in the alley up the street from Lady
They try
Check.
to jumble that up with the same
Man.
information, and they don't even have answers to this. They don't have answers to this going on over here.
Somebody
They don't have answers.
put them and just dumped them off.
There's videos and there's nothing white people. So you would think there'd be more answers, but nobody's on their job. So it's up to the community to be on their job. We have to show, he put a call out to everybody that has anything to do with the community.
Police the police.
That's what I said, cuz. I mean, weren't you paying attention? He put a call out to the world so that the teen parents has to participate about. That's what I said. 20 minutes back.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for joining us, Lady Che.
See, you can blow me up because you weren't even paying attention, but you're gonna blow me up. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you for saying everything. Everything stay black, fucking positive, empowered, and I'll see you whenever because I don't know what the next topics are, but I know that I cannot sit here for another hour.
Neighbor Sweets.
Come on,
Okay.
Let's get to it.
I'm trying.
Okay, and while you're doing that there, I just want to put something here on the back that I read here on Elder's book right here. And this is 10 Things You Can't Say in America by this idiot, Larry Elders. And this clown says here, and this is a direct quote on the back of his book. Listen to this very carefully. Blacks are more racist than whites. I'm going to repeat that. Blacks are more racist than whites. Many blacks simply despise whites. They assume white bigotry and hostility toward blacks and feel against all evidence that white racism remains an intense and formidable obstacle. Quote unquote, what nonsense. Okay, you see, folks, this is what Carter G. Woodson had meant,
I think
you know, about the miseducation of the Negro.
Fucking, he's stupid for saying that out loud. He's stupid for writing it in black and white. That is the most fucking ridiculous retarded.
No, he is.
Ever.
Okay, he is. Okay,
do it.
But and to prove your point even more so, Lady Che, and I'm making it plain. See, when you see a miseducated idiot like this, like Dr. Khalid Muhammad said, they will prop this kind of clown up saying that this is who represents the black community. Okay. And if they can't get him like that, then they will use him to crumb bum on the black community. You know, him and Leo Terrell, they look like the two stooges up there with this bullshit. Okay, just like Diamond and Silk, who was supporting the dump as in human shit. And I want to make that perfectly clear. When I say the dump, I mean it as in human shit. And I want to make it perfectly clear. Now, this bastard, you know, has been charged. They say they're going to hook and book his ass in a few days. But his bail is only $250,000. That's chump change to Donald Trump. So he won't be going to showers. He won't be strip searched. You know what I'm saying? They're going to book him, take his picture. He's going to give him the $250,000 and he's going to walk about it. He'll be in and out of the jail, man, in about 2 hours max.
Yeah.
with an hour and a half just to stand in front of photographers taking pictures. See, what a miscarriage of justice. Okay. What they need to do is right now is go wake his ass up in the middle of the night. Okay. Tell him, turn around, put your hands on top of your head, put the bracelets on, walk him out there in the public, you know, in his pajamas with no shoes. You know what I'm saying? Throw his ass in the backseat of the squad car. You know, have the TV camera, follow the squad car all the way to the county jail. Okay. Get him out of the squad car. Walk him into the county jail. Okay. Take pictures while he's taking his mug shots.
At this point, you know, at this
Okay,
point,
say that again, Lady Ch. I could hardly hear you.
At this point, you know, the shit with Trump, I mean, 91 motherfucking charges, like, goddamn. Like, can he control himself? I don't know. But at this point, it's starting to look like a motherfucking witch hunt of going nowhere but wasting time, money, and fucking, it's not even amusing. At this point, it's
Probably.
just a state of affairs. But like 91 motherfucking charges, where did they let that happen? You know, it's only fucking privileged white people that
Right.
2 charges, motherfuckers are going to fucking the penitentiary for like 50 years. It's just like that.
Oh, yeah, and this fool ain't even going to do 50 minutes. And probably if he does get convicted, now check this out. Now, let's say they do convict him with some felonies. You know what they're going to do? And hold on. I got to show this part right here. Hold on, folks. Just bear with me. Okay. Just bear with me. Just bear with me. Okay. Oh, boy. Just bear with me. Okay.
Say something.
Oh, boy.
I thought you had to go.
Bear with me. Okay.
Sure.
See this? Okay. See this right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I'm taking this right here. Okay. And I'm saying on this right here that trick will not do 24 hours in the Fulton County Jail. Okay. Not 24 hours. Okay. Now, for those who don't think that he will, okay, I would take this $100. You see what I'm saying? And when Trump walks out in less than 24 hours after being booked, you send me $200. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is what I am saying right here. Only thing they're gonna do is take his photograph, you know, show his mug shots. Okay, then they're gonna let him post bail. You see, $200,000 bail. I mean, man, they probably already got the bail money right there already. So he'll just go in there. Yeah, he'll go in there, man. Just do the formality, get fingerprinted, get his mug shots, then post the bond and walk. That, ladies and gentlemen, is not justice. Okay, that's exactly what it is.
That, ladies,
you see. Yeah, see. Now, let's say, you know, for the sake of argument, okay, that who was Barack Obama, okay, and let's say that Obama, you know, did some scandalous stuff like that, okay, what the dump did. We already know Obama would already be incarcerated, folks. You know it. I know it. The American judicial system knows it. You see what I'm saying? And you know, sitting up there playing us all for idiots. You see what I mean? And I wonder what Elders has to say about that. Because Elders says that he's a Republican, right? Yeah. Didn't Elder say that he was a Republican? Okay. But we don't hear Elder talking about Trump. We don't hear Leo Terrell talking about Trump. Okay. So what's up with elders, folks? Okay. And as you so well put it, Brother Che, that he's probably boule, you know? You see what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised.
He is.
Yeah. Okay. And then for him to get up there and says, oh, well, I don't care about slavery. Black folks need to get over slavery because the Greeks, the Romans, and all that, you know, echoing that Joe Gibson hogwash. You see what I mean? So this is an individual who does not have a sense of himself. Elders, ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion, is a ass-scratching Negro who is going through the imitation of life. Yeah. And they say, it looks like he has the same syndrome as the daughter did in the series, not the series, but the movie Imitation of Life. They made two versions of it, one in 1934, and then they made another one in the year 1959.
Is that the one that was crying?
Huh?
Is that the one that was crying because she couldn't be white?
Yeah, where the man was crying where he could not be white?
Yeah.
No, that was a soldier story.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the movie that made Denzel Washington a star. You know, when he first got noticed, okay, it's because Sergeant Waters was a master sergeant, like Sarge, because Sarge says that he was a master sergeant. That's 3 stripes on the top, 3 stripes on the bottom. So a master sergeant is like the sergeant of sergeants, you know. But anyway, in the scene, the soldier story, you know, when the white guys beat him up, he sits up there and says that he hates himself, crying, and he was drunk. And I tell you, the chain on the brain, folks, is just incredible. And when you look down through history, Joe Gibson, this is for you. Larry Alders, this is for you. Yeah, and who?
Talk about. So, rest in power to Lumumba Sayers. We
Of
lost
course.
a real one, a real soldier.
Right.
He will be dearly missed. And I would pray that his family gets justice.
Oh, absolutely, without a doubt. And of course, our hearts go out to his family on their loss. And the sad part about someone young dying, the parents will never get over it. You know, that heartbreak, that pain, you know, they will.
Order of things. The kids are supposed to bury the parents
exactly.
The kids.
Okay, well, just like Denzel Washington said in the movie John Q, at the highlight of the movie, I will not bury my son. My son will bury me.
Right. That's the natural order of things.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, we pinwheeled a little bit right there. And it's kind of like with us, man, you know, it's the exact opposite, you know, just like what Mamie Till went through when she had to bury her son, who was only 14 years old. And then
had an open casket the whole world.
To see, she did that. Yeah, she did that on purpose to show the world, you know, just how brutal that the white man was at that time in history toward black people. And then, you know, that stinking broad Carolyn Bryant gonna come out, I lied.
Did you hear it's been 2 incidents since the Alabama brawl where they've arrested black kids. The first one they arrested was in what the hell?
Oh, really?
I can't remember where it was at now. Somewhere in the country. They arrested a 12-year-old black boy, black young.
For what?
I can't remember what it was for now. The 10-year-old was for peeing. The 12-year-old was something stupid.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember what it was.
Yeah. Another George Stinney case. Yeah, another George Stinney case. And,
they gave Skinny the chair.
yeah. Yeah, only 14 years old. Yeah, yeah. And then where is the United States going to be held accountable on this? But Larry Elders, Leo Terrell, they don't talk about that.
Nothing.
See? Yeah, you don't hear nothing of them.
That.
Yeah, you don't hear them saying nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? They really don't. And then, but we're supposed to be forgiving. We're supposed to be loving everybody, but hating ourselves. And also, too, Brother Chair, I'm happy to announce for Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced, when we go on, we did manage to upload African Sunset by Sister Mary Makiba. You know, on the you know, on our audio. Yeah, it's called African Sunset.
I missed everything that you just said.
Yes, sir. Okay. All righty. Okay, on our audio. Okay, on our audio. Okay, for Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced. Tomorrow night, our lead-in song is going to be African Sunset by Miriam Makeba. Okay. And then we, you know, we always respect Miriam Makeba. They used to call her Mama Africa. She made sacrifices in the 1960s. And as she stated that when she sings, she simply sings the truth. And of course, as you do know, that she was the wife of Kwame Ture at one time. And she was also the wife of Hugh Masekela. And both her and Hugh Masekela are from Azania. You know what I mean? And Miriam Makeba was Kosa. And this is why in a lot of her songs you hear her speaking clicks. And that's Kosa. You know what I'm saying? And what have you. But however, though, these brain dead, ass scratching Negroes here in the United States, they don't like music like that. You know, and this is the part that is so incredible, even with hip hop, with R&B, with gospel music, it still came across from the continent with the rhythm, you know, with the soul of it. And basically, as they call it.
That did, but the elements of hip hop already existed here in America well before that. Like that Cool Herc story, all that. It's exactly that, a story. It's not reality. They try to say that and toasting was part of hip hop and it's like, nah, man, we've been doing that. If you look at not only Africa but the Aboriginal people of America, they always had a drum. They always had some kind of instrument to make some sound, to make some rhythm, some frequency. So it's not just limited to Africa.
Okay, but keep in mind, though, too, Brother Paris, that on the continent, the drums is also used to communicate and send messages over distances as well, too.
The same thing is true over here, Shabaka.
Okay, where?
Yeah, the indigenous tribes, they use drums for the same reasons.
Okay. But, you know, in my travels, you know what I'm saying, you know, going through the Western United States, looking at some of the Aboriginals, they looks like, man, they more have like Asian features, you know, with the Bering Strait theory.
When I'm talking about, yeah, that's a theory. It's not fact.
Yeah, the Bering Strait theory.
What I'm talking about when I'm talking about. But Shabaka, can you hear what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. You're fading in and out, though.
I'm talking about.
Okay, wait. Let me see something here, Brother Che. All right. Okay. All right. Let me see something here. Manage Wi-Fi connection because I keep going in and out. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. But like, we'll have a discussion with it and then we'll put a show up there. But we'll probably do that not tomorrow night, but the following Tuesday, because we're going to see if Sarge is going to let us down on Friday again. Because we told Sarge he could be the guest host on Friday.
Yeah, the following Tuesday, I'm not going to be able to be on the
Say
show.
what now?
You have to act some. I'm not going to be able to be on the
I'm
show.
disconnected. Okay, now I'm being disconnected. And we got a message here. Oh, okay. Yeah, somebody, man, is just putting it up there showing Sha'Carri Richardson, winning one of her races again, and that she's wearing, traditional African braids now, not the hair weave anymore. So hopefully she can still make it up there to 2024 to Paris, because you remember about a year ago, man, that she tested positive for some NJ and that they had suspended her. But they said that she's new and improved and what have you, and definitely wish the sister the best, in the Paris Olympics. And I'm very, very sorry that I missed the 2016 Olympics in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. It's because in the women's track and field, in the relay, the sisters that won, one team these are all black women now. Okay. And in the relay, I believe they have 4 runners, I believe. Okay. And it was Great Britain, Jamaica, and the United States. I forgot which order but all of them and this is when the term got real popular about the black girl magic, you know what I mean? And what have you. See. And and as we know, the Olympic Games has the marathon event, and there was a brother from Ethiopia in 1960 and 1964 who won the marathon. He was from Ethiopia. I forgot his name. He ran one of the marathons barefooted for 26 miles.
Wow.
His name was Abibi Bakila was his name. Yeah, Abibi Bakila. I think he did it at the Rome Olympics, where he ran 26 miles barefooted.
Wow.
Barefooted. He also won the gold medal in the 1964 Olympics. Now, what's the significance of the 1960 and the 1960 Olympics? In boxing, in 1960, there was a light heavyweight dude from Louisville who won the gold medal. I don't have to tell you his name. And in the 1964 Olympics, there was a guy. Okay, and then in 1964, there was a guy that won the Olympic gold medal in the Tokyo Games, and he was from South Carolina. Do you know what his name it was?
Muhammad Ali.
No, he picked up the gold medal in 1960 in boxing. But who picked up the gold medal in boxing in the heavyweight division?
George Foreman.
No, George Foreman picked it up in the 1968 Olympics. No, he picked it up in Mexico City in 1968.
Joe Louis.
The one that picked it up in Tokyo no, his first name was Joe, but it wasn't Louis. And I just gave it away.
Oh.
It was Joe Frazier.
Oh, duh. Okay.
Yeah, it was Joe Frazier. Yeah, it was Joe Frazier. And then, of course, as we all know, 7 years later, those guys will fight each other in 1971. And the fight that was billed as the fight of the century is because that was the first time that it was recorded that you had 2 heavyweight champions who were undefeated that fought. Yeah. Okay. And so we wish Miss Sha'Carri Richardson well as she goes on her quest, you know, to go get her gold medal. And where they having the Olympics at? Oh, yeah, in Paris. And then after the Olympics in Paris in 2024, if I'm still here, the Olympic Games of 2028 will be back in Los Angeles. And the last time I was in Los Angeles, I did see that they were starting, you know, to build up for the 2028 Olympics, because it takes them about 6 years, man, believe it or not, to prepare to host an Olympiad. Because I remember when I was there in 1984.
Yeah, in 2028.
And when they had the Olympics in 1984, they had started prepping it, man, like 1981, 1982, 1983. And basically what happens is when they do an Olympiad, you know, they start building structures, they start gentrifying neighborhoods. You see what I'm saying? And then they start, you know, putting up certain streets, roads, roadways, and stuff like that. You know, it is a real big event, you know, for a city, and it takes them like about 2 to 3 years to prepare. Yep.
Move us to the
our next topic.
Yeah. So last but certainly not least, our Unhoused Never News and our Unhoused Never Sweeps. So the sweeps continue. They're just not as strong as they used to be under Johnson.
Okay.
He's claimed he needs $7 million from the city to buy all tiny homes that they can basically. They're like boxed homes that they can construct like the same day. But he's having trouble finding a place to put them in the city. Because council people, mainly Amanda Sawyer, Purple Rain, are opposed to having them in their districts. Now, there's 11 districts in the city and county. So they only want to put them in District 9 and District 8. But they don't want to put them in District which is large. They don't want to put them in District 1, which is Berkeley. They don't want to put them in District 6, which is D. And they don't want to put them in District 10, Cherry Creek.
Wow.
So
that's bad, man.
The web. Did you see my live video I did like a week or two ago? And they swept that encampment on 22nd and Stout.
Okay, I think I did.
Well, they cleared it all up. They moved all the they removed all the hostile infrastructure, the rocks and boulders and troughs and all that. And so it makes it seem like we're doing something, but if you go like 2 blocks over, you see where everybody went. So it's not a solution. Not any of that. It's just more of the same, just in a more subtle way.
Okay, now I got oh man, you guys, and this subscribe this bullshit. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, because what I'm trying to do, because I pulled up Los Angeles officials are warming the homeless now. Okay, that's homelessness in Denver. And I wanted to mention, you know, the homelessness in Los Angeles with the rain.
Okay, let's do Denver first, and then we can go back to LA. So this is from our Fox affiliate, Fox 31.
Okay.
Let's vote to extend homeless state of emergency. So 2 weeks ago, we're at now, because we're almost done with August. Wow, it just seemed like it just started. So Johnson was inaugurated on the 19th of July. He declared the state of emergency within his first in office. So we're about on like week 3 now of this homeless declaration of emergency. He's steady begging for more money.
Okay. Okay, as opposed to utilizing resources that he has
to
already.
Try to implement.
Oh, he's trying to implement your stuff.
So
okay, is there any way that you could haul him into court and sue him
in
for
the
that?
interim,
Man? Yeah.
Yeah, all that he is trying to implement the Paris Plan and failing because he's trying to implement somebody else's idea. So we have plans to put people in our unhoused neighbors, which is my term because I said they're unhoused, but they're still part of the community. In these villages type, he's calling them micro communities. We call them tiny home villages, safe outdoor camps, basically Jerryvilles all over the city. And they won't allow it. The council people in these districts are not allowing it. So he has this plan to house 1,000 people by the end of the year. But he needs $7 million so he can buy these makeshift tiny homes. So they had to vote to extend his state of emergency tonight or today, and I voted in favor of doing it. So the extension coverage goes all the way until September 18th.
Okay.
Council will vote on some key items related to the city's unhoused.
Yeah, members voting to extend Mayor Mike Johnston's state of emergency for the homelessness in the city, but it didn't come without objection. Fox 31 political reporter Gabrielle Franklin joins us now to explain how this played out and what it means for the unhoused.
Yeah, and Andrea, every member of Denver City Council agrees that homelessness in the city is a major crisis and it deserves some urgent action. The issue today was how the city should go about solving that crisis. Council members today voted 11-1 to extend the emergency declaration the mayor just filed last Tuesday. Now, without the extension, that declaration would have only lasted.
Oh, it was 11-1 vote. Sawyer must have voted no again.
Okay. So then the person who voted no on it, you know, he needs to be exposed, you know what I'm saying, for his inhumanity.
It's a her. And she's saying,
well, him, her.
She's saying it's a no because she doesn't believe that Johnson has a plan. These are just temporary solutions or band-aids. So she wants to see a more concrete plan before she gets on board with the shit.
Okay. Okay, Brother Parrish, you froze.
When the charge of the collaborative. Now he's in charge of the housing in the city. So he's their spokesperson.
Okay, now let me ask you this here. How many vacant hotel rooms do they?
Yeah, they have bought up the Best Western. with Cole, he's been having to explain himself
Right.
because Sawyer's been like on him and Johnson, like, so how are you gonna do this? And you can say you need more money,
Oh,
but
I got a
where are you gonna get
suggestion.
these?
Okay. All righty. The first thing what he needs to do is to go jack up your Denver Broncos, and who's the owner? Is
Hold on,
Pat
crazy.
Bowlen? Yeah. Is Pat Bowlen still the owner of the
Oh Lord,
Broncos?
here we go. No.
No, what I'm saying is, okay. All right, yeah, that's right, because Condoleezza Rice owns a piece of the Broncos. I take that back. Okay, so he needs to go to the Denver Broncos, the Denver Nuggets, the Colorado Rockies. Now, here's where I'm getting at. Okay, is because when they have the incoming teams, they have hotels that they stay in, right? All right, so what he needs to do is go to those same hotels where those athletes stay and said, hey, we're going to have, the Unhoused coming here for a couple of weeks is because we really need the teams to endorse this here is because, you have homeless people who are great avid sports fans in Denver, New York City, Chicago, Los Angeles, everywhere. And I think that there would be a very, very good gesture if you had some of the pro teams, MLB, NFL, NBA, to say, hey, you know what? We'll house some of the homeless, in these nice hotels. Now, why am I saying that? Let them come in there, wash up, clean up, wash their clothes, get a good night's sleep. You know what I'm saying? And I think it would be a great morale booster for the fans of these teams. I mean, in any major city, even same thing in Los Angeles as well too. Now, keep in mind, the reason why Los Angeles has so many homeless is because what's happening now. People in New York, Cleveland, Richmond, Virginia, Denver, Colorado, Chicago, Illinois, St. Louis, Montana, all the places that are getting ready to get cold, right? You're going to have a lot of homeless people there who are out there panhandling their utmost to get a one-way ticket to Los Angeles. Okay, it's because what they want to do is they want to hit LA, and I don't know about what the panties is doing in Florida about homeless. And yeah, Governor DePanties, I'm making it clear, you're a punk, and I think you wear women's underwear, so that's why I call you the pant. Yeah.
It a week. So let's focus on the one no vote from today. That vote was cast by Councilwoman Amanda Sawyer, who says there just hasn't been enough time or communication between council members and the mayor's office about details of the declaration for her to feel comfortable supporting it. Now, other council members agree with her on having outstanding questions about the order, but they say they want to give the new mayor and the declaration time to work before taking it off the table.
I really appreciate the bold action.
That's perfect.
Okay, that's Denver City Council member. Okay, can't hear her. Okay, the signal is strong on this end.
You can't hear.
Yeah, I can't hear the video. And you're fading in and out. I'm hearing a lot of static in the background. Okay, now I'm seeing here Emergency Operations Center objectives. ID key data and begin tracking. ID and secure locations. Coordinate encampment. Okay.
Yeah. So what's the update on LA?
All right. Okay. What we got right here? Okay. Los Angeles officials warn homeless of Hurricane Hillary. This is out of the Washington Post. Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department carried out a helicopter flyover and loudspeaker announcement on August 19th, 2 days ago, warning homeless people to move to higher ground ahead of the arrival of Hurricane Hillary. Okay. And then let's see right here. Okay. That's on that. And then we're going here to Los Angeles again. Let me see a search bar right here. Okay. All right. Homeless is okay. All right. Homeless in Los Angeles. Hurricane. Okay. Now, this is the LA Times, and they bullshit. They're trying to get you to subscribe to their page.
Yeah. They're all.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Homeless in Los Angeles, 2023. Okay. Due to
I had this video. I had a video of her and Bass speaking, but I guess they took it down.
Yeah, because that's what I'm looking for right now. Okay, news about homeless in Los Angeles due to, okay, that's the Washington Post. Okay, let's see, man, you can't get it. Okay, wait a minute. Okay. Once again, oh man, these cats and they bullshit. Okay. All right, wait a minute. I'm trying to see. Okay, wait a minute. I'm trying to get a. Oh man. Okay, then they close the Los Angeles Unified School District. Okay, all right. Here's something here that I'm trying to pull out of NBC News. Now here we go with this Microsoft Bing shit. Okay, now this here.
Are you sharing your screen? No.
Okay, hit share. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, how do I get it to? Wait a minute. Okay, hold on.
Present and then share screen at the very bottom.
Okay. Okay, let's see here.
At the very bottom of the StreamYard.
Okay, bottom of the screen. Present.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Your browser has blocked your screen. Click the screen icon and the address to allow bar access.
Uh-oh.
No.
Are you using Chrome?
Wait a minute.
Are you using Chrome?
No, I'm using I'm on the. Okay. Wait a minute.
What internet platform are you using?
Okay, they got Facebook, Tweetybird. Wait a minute. More. No, man. Wait a minute.
Because you were just able to screen earlier.
Okay. Can you hear the? Okay,
No.
could you? Okay, could you? Okay, now how would I go about to do it?
You have to
Down at the.
You have to go to present and then share screen.
Okay, present, share screen. Okay. Okay, screen sharing tips. Screen sharing is with 2 monitors. Share screen. Okay. Oh man. Okay, hold on a second. All right. Okay. So I'm going homeless. Okay. Homeless and hurricane. Oh man. Hong Kong. Man, all this garbage up here. Okay, let's see here. So go to homeless in Los Angeles due to Hurricane Hillary. Okay. So I'm looking for a story right here. Okay, the Washington Post, we already did that. The Times of India, we did that. Oh man. Okay, wait a minute. The Washington Post, wait a minute. Hold on. Okay. All right. Okay. Now I got this right here, and you say go back to StreamYard, and then would you say that I hit now present?
Yeah.
Present, share screen, share screen. Okay, all right, here we go. Share, okay. All right, so, okay, you see it up on the screen? Karen Bass sitting right there?
Yeah, I see it now.
Okay, all righty. So, Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass says the city has already begun outreach to the city's homeless population as Tropical Storm Hillary approaches the city, including many who live in tents near riverbeds. Okay, and the main riverbed, man, like I told you, man, is the LA River, which is California's biggest sewer because it's an aqueduct that goes all the way from the northern part of California, go by farmlands, and what it does is they dumps all that water out there in the Pacific by the city of Long Beach. Okay, outreach started a couple of days ago. Bass said during an appearance on CBS Face the Nation. We have hundreds of people on our riverbeds, like I was telling you, which is mainly the LA River. And every time we have a rain event, helicopters drive by, as well as hundreds of outreach workers go by in advance to tell them to seek shelter. According to a report from KTLA, workers with the Los Angeles Homeless Service Authority began outreach to the homeless population in riverbed areas. Okay, now that's a good thing. She did this on Thursday, starting with locations within flood control areas through the San Gabriel River watershed, the LA River, the Sepulveda Basin, and Hanson Dam. And for those who want to know, Hanson Dam is where Rodney King got his ass beat over there off the corner of Foothill and Osborne in LA. Okay, LAHSA says Los Angeles uh, Housing and I would imagine Services Association said that 50 people have already been moved from the Santa Fe Dam area to safer locations, while additional teams are being activated throughout the weekend to help move people who are in areas prone to flooding. The teams have also been working with the Red Cross and city and county officials to explore using facilities such as parks, gymnasiums, and hotels as emergency storm shelters. Bass told CBS that the city has shelters available for homeless residents. We do have shelters open, Bass said. But Bass also noted that the city and county combined have a homeless population of nearly 70,000 tents outside. Okay, is that you calling me on the phone, Brother Paris?
No.
Okay, yeah, somebody's calling on the phone, man. Wow. Okay, see. All right, wait a minute. I'm trying to get it back up there. Okay, you still see it up there on the screen, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Man.
Okay, and so it shows people here, man, sandbagging in San Bernardino County, the homeless. And then, okay, now here they come with all this damn advertisement. Wait a minute. Photos inside Hillary's mansion where she lives with her partner. Whoa, hold it. Inside Hillary's mansion where she lives with her partner? What happened to old Bill?
Oh,
And the vice president of the United States lives in Brentwood, California, in a $5 million mansion. Okay, but moving right along. Okay, I'm trying to get the clip back up here, brother Che.
You have to scroll up.
Okay, scrolling up. Hillary, that's out of USA Today. I'm talking about where I had Karen Bassett.
Yeah, I think you got to scroll up.
Okay. Alrighty, yeah, I had it, man. I don't know what the. Oh, wait a minute. Oh man! Now the Hollywood celebrities garbage. Okay, is that it right there, Brother Paris?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Playing in picture. Okay, man, I'm trying to read the story.
Oh, you got to go all the way up.
Okay, all the way up. Okay, it doesn't want to. Oh man, it doesn't want to do this. Well, folks, this is the first time I'm doing this on my end. Okay, all right. Playing in pictures. Oh man. Okay, doesn't want to come up. Okay, Fox News.
Oh, you closed it out.
Okay, close it out. Okay, wait a minute. Present video file. Okay. Oh man. Yeah. Can you pull it up?
If you send me the link.
Okay. All right, let's see here. This is supposed to picture in picture, playing picture in picture, but it ain't doing nothing.
Put the link in the private chat.
Okay, let's see here. Present video file. Mm, 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 mm. Playing picture in picture. Okay, do you see the picture right here?
No. You got to share it.
Okay.
So I can pull it up.
Okay. Oh man.
The link at the top of where the www is.
Okay, let's see right here. Mm, 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 mm.
Shout out to the viewer, whoever you are.
Okay. Oh man. Okay, everything but. Okay, wait a minute. Let me try this one. Okay, do you see this one here, Brother Trey? No, that's the LA River right there.
No, you're not
You
sure.
don't? Okay, play on TV, full screen settings.
You want to go to present.
Okay. So, okay, see, I'm inside this Microsoft app.
Okay, you need to download that.
Okay, let's see. Loop. Copy video URL at current time.
Yeah, copy URL.
Copy video URL. Okay.
And then send that to me.
Okay, I copied it. Okay, now where would I send it to?
Paste it in the private chat.
Okay, private chat, leave studio. I don't see private chat.
Where it says comments, banners, brand, private chat. It's right above recording on the far right hand side.
Okay, I see mute. Control the upload recordings.
On the other side of where the comments go.
On the other side of where the comments go. Comments, private chat.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Back. Okay, wait a minute. Paste. YouTube. Okay. Yep. Is that it right there?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So hit it, or do I hit it?
No, I'll do it.
Okay. And this here is and if it's the right one, what I think it is, this is the one where the L.A. River is. And you remember me telling you the L.A. River, man's yeah, that's the L.A. River.
LA River, we're keeping an eye on the water as the level continues to rise. Keep in mind, the power of the storm is just getting started. We're not there yet, so obviously the river is going to get way, way higher. Whenever the storm hits LA, this is where the rain ends up. We're talking about 48 miles of winding Los Angeles River. It flows out toward our ocean, usually collecting odds and ends along the way, which wash downstream they collect in Long Beach. And we told you there's actually been an ocean water quality advisory for the beaches in LA County. So they're telling people, if you plan on going to the beaches, just know, avoid the water. The water is contaminated. Also, parking is closed for today. So if you go there, there's nowhere to park.
Right, and that advisory for the water saying you cannot go in the water at any of LA County's beaches, that continues until at least 9 o'clock Thursday morning, and it could be extended
for the
beyond
last
that.
50 goddamn years that I know of.
Right. Hence what they call it. So, what other video should I play?
Okay, also too, Hillary hits Palm Springs with flooding. We want to do that one right there, is because
Yeah. Well,
this is
we
Palm
are going to
Springs,
stay
and Palm
out in
Springs is
California.
100
The Palm Springs area
miles.
really got slammed there yesterday. Not
It's
only did
1
we see
mile
some
below
pretty
sea
strong
level.
winds, but also we
Okay.
saw power knocked out. As of this morning, 911 service is
And
still
then
out
you can imagine
there.
what the
Let's
homeless
bring in
are
our
going
colleague
through with
Nicole
this.
Valdez, who joins us live this morning over in the Palm Springs area. And, you know, what are officials telling folks out there this morning?
Well, Jason, good morning to you. The message is definitely still to try to avoid driving because there are so many roads like what you see behind me that are still impassable at this point. Major flooding still a huge concern across the Coachella Valley as some areas are starting to see maybe some water recede. We're also seeing mudslides become part of the conversation as to really the dangers that lie all across the really Southern California. I'll point out what you see behind me because, of course, it's still dark here on the West
Right.
Coast. You'll notice the road closed behind me, and it is several feet ahead of where the real problem lies. So down where the road actually meets the wash, you know, it looks and sounds like a rushing river. It's hard to hear here, but I can hear it from where I'm standing. The water
Right.
flow still moving very quickly, and there is a ton of debris at the lowest level of this road here. That is
Right.
the main reason why so many emergency officials have tried to warn drivers to not be on the road if they don't need to. And one of the biggest areas of concern still this morning is the I-10. Look at some brand new video here from Caltrans. You'll notice how much water is still left standing on that major freeway that connects really so much of Coachella Valley and Southern California to places like Arizona. It's still closed in both directions near Cathedral City. That is going to be a major issue going into today until we can start to see some relief there. Meanwhile, looking at yesterday afternoon into the overnight hours, a handful of people had to be rescued after doing exactly that, driving through very deep waters, likely just unaware of their inability to move through that particular situation.
And keep in mind, that's a ritzy area there in Riverside County.
Mirage Hospital. The spokesperson there telling us the overworked pumps were to blame for the water actually getting inside their offices. They now have sandbags positioned out there. Actually, something we saw that yesterday afternoon. We saw firefighters there trying to get a handle on the situation, as well as really a lot of people, you know, getting stuck in that water. Something that the mayor of Palm Springs said she was very concerned about.
Well,
we have our command center here at City Hall monitoring the situation. We have an evacuation plan if needed. We also, our community centers both have backup generators. City Hall has a backup generator. The convention center has a backup generator. So there's lots of places that people can go if we need to evacuate them or if there is some other sort of emergency.
Now, Jason, I want to point out that conversation we had with the mayor of Palm Springs was just moments before they declared a local state of emergency. So clearly they had their plan in place if things got, you know, too far gone in terms of that flooding. And there are still so many roads across the area that we are still seeing a lot of those problems.
Nicole Valdez live for us this morning over in Palm Springs. Thank you.
I'm Mimi Freeze. Welcome to Fox Weather's YouTube page. We have more great videos on the way, so make sure to subscribe to stay updated on all things weather.
Okay.
Okay. And then and they call it here once in a lifetime generational storm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to get that up. Okay, you might have to do that on your end. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, you got the link. Okay. So you might and then let's take a look at this one here. This guy right here. Because that's down there is where the panties is, and then you can see the spirit of our ancestors getting ready to come across the Atlantic and smash Florida.
Which one? This one?
No, sir. This one, no, the one right here that says live coverage, new in tropics, right below where you at. That one.
This one?
Yes, sir. And we just want to see what's happening with the panties down there. You know what I'm
Texas,
saying?
from Rockport into Corpus Christi, into Port Mansfield, South Padre Island, and a spot to the south of Bay City, a tropical storm watch. We are going to see rain continue to move into South Texas as we head into Tuesday morning and linger throughout most of Tuesday morning. It starts to become more
And
isolated Tuesday afternoon.
Brownsville is the birthplace of Jack Johnson right here.
Land. When soil is drought stricken, it's hard as a rock.
Yeah, Brownsville, Texas
right? So
is
when
where
rain
Jack
first
Johnson
starts
was
falling,
born.
especially heavy rain, the ground does not immediately start absorbing it like it would if it was not drought stricken. It takes a second for the soil to really start loosening up and being able to absorb the water. Imagine a dry as a rock kitchen sponge. When you first put it under the kitchen sink, what happens? The water just runs right off the sponge, right? Takes a moment for the sponge to start absorbing it. That's exactly what can happen here. And that's why we had this likely flash flood threat. That's Tuesday into Wednesday morning. Corpus Christi, it's likely for you. Port Mansfield, Brownsville, it's likely for all of you. My biggest piece of advice is the same anytime, anywhere you have a risk for flash flooding. If you see a flooded road, as you're waking up Tuesday morning, do not drive through it. Take the long way. At the very least, you're going to damage your car, which nobody wants to do right now. But at the most, you're talking about threatening your own life and the lives of the first responders who may have to come help you if your car gets stuck. So 3
Let's go over to Florida.
Rain, we already know, moving on shore. That continues through early Tuesday morning. Mid-Tuesday morning, widespread, intense, tropical downpours we're talking about.
Okay.
This is going to be a rough morning commute for South Texas. Now, it does become more isolated as we head into Tuesday afternoon, and it clears out across most of South Texas by Tuesday evening. So that's a lot of rain to be getting in a very short period of time. I mean, we're talking about multiple inches of rain over a couple of hours. A lot of spots could see 3 to 5 inches of rainfall, but there could be some isolated, localized areas that see over 7 inches of rain in a couple of hours on top of a soil that is very dry.
Yeah, that's a serious drought.
Now, thankfully, we don't have extreme drought in South Texas. It's moderate to severe, but still the ground is very dry. It's still very tough and hard, not very absorbent right now. In terms of the winds, Tuesday morning, we're going to be seeing 30, 40, 40, 50 mile per hour wind gusts across South Texas. That's enough to knock down some power lines. It's not nearly as much of a threat as the rain is, but it's something that's going to create some issues. Tuesday afternoon, plenty of 30 to 50 mile per hour wind gusts, and the winds die down to just breezy by Tuesday night. Brownsville, Texas, over the next couple days, get ready for the showers and thunderstorms. Tuesday is going to be your go day, Tuesday morning especially. Now, this comes on the heels of what was Hillary impacting the Southwest. Take a look Sunday, footage from Sunday across Los Angeles. This is a great example of the flash flooding I was just telling you about, and also a really good example of what I don't want you to do. Yes, these cars got lucky. They were fine driving through these floodwaters. The problem is, A, it only takes a couple of inches of water, especially moving water, to float a sedan. And B, the road, the integrity of the road could be compromised underneath, and you may not be able to even tell that because a lot of the time floodwater, you can look on the sidewalk right there. The floodwater is not clear, right?
Okay.
Wash out underneath and you wouldn't even know.
Okay.
Now, the rain has continued to die down from Hillary. I know you see a little bit of a circulation over San Francisco. That's actually just a low pressure system, has nothing to do with Hillary. But we are going to continue to see rain and storms over the next couple of days. We have a dip in the jet stream creating that low pressure over California, so chances for rain over California. And then as we head into the rest of your Tuesday, we have all that monsoonal moisture, which is typical for this time of year. Thankfully, mostly missing out on southern Nevada and southern California. That's what they need. They're still drying out. But Utah, Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona, you're going to be getting in on the.
That's the high and the low that was steering Hillary.
Okay. Okay. I see. Okay. And
Look
then
at
keep in
Mount
mind,
San Jacinto,
Jacinto,
California.
that's in
Imagine
Palm
12
Springs.
inches, a foot of rain coming down a mountain.
Yeah.
No, that didn't fall at once, but over the course of a couple of hours, over the course of a day, that funnels down the mountain. And we're talking that creates multiple feet of water in the low-lying areas at the base of the mountain.
Right.
And even in the valleys, a couple of inches of rain was an intense amount of rain to be getting. This is the desert Southwest, folks. I know 4 inches of rain may not seem extreme, but it is. San Diego, for example, storm total from Hillary, 1.82 inches. I know that doesn't sound impressive, but guess what? For San Diego, that 1.82 inches of rain on Sunday, that now stands as the record wettest day ever for the month of August.
Wow.
So it just goes to show how dry these areas typically are this time of year. 1.82
It's
may
called
not sound
summer.
like a lot, but it is for San Diego.
Mhm.
And in the
I've been
mountains
through
where it was
Ukaipa.
elevated a little bit, yes. But we still had some
Mhm.
wind reports that were over
The
70,
Magic
over 80
Mountain
miles
is
per
right
hour.
here,
These were gusts, not
which is right by
sustained
the
winds
LA
like you get
County
with
Jail at
hurricanes, but these were
Wayside.
hurricane force wind gusts, as in a 3-second wind speed. So that did lead to some power outages.
And that's why
We
I'm
do
at
have
right
some
here.
lingering flood watches that you can see in some spots of Nevada, Utah, Idaho, and Oregon. But we do have a lot of more rain in the next couple of days, actually. And a lot of the wind alerts that we had expired too, which is the good news. So take a look at Tuesday. You've got showers and thunderstorms. This is more of your typical monsoonal moisture rain and storms for the desert Southwest and for the Rockies. It is going to be a wet day for some spots of Utah, Idaho, and western Montana. Take a look at the rainfall still to come, though. It's not going to be impactful. And what we like to see is dry in southern Nevada and southern California. The last thing we need right now is rainfall. Fox Weather's your Hurricane HQ. I know I just talked about Tropical Storm Harold.
4.
We have a lot of other
Yes,
locations to talk about for the
Franklin,
Atlantic.
Gert,
We've got Franklin,
disturbance number
tropical storm.
2.
We've got Gert,
And we
disturbance number
got
2, which technically
1,
actually is the
2,
remnants of Emily, but
3,
there's a chance of redevelopment.
4.
The National Hurricane Center is once again labeling this as
Drown this motherfucker off the map right there.
and then here we go with Invest 92L. I know that sounds like a mouthful, but really it just means that this is an area that the National Hurricane Center is watching for potential development. 92L is just a way for them to keep track of all their different areas they've been watching throughout the entirety of the Atlantic hurricane season. Here's Tropical Storm Franklin, 50-mile-per-hour winds moving to the northwest at 4 miles per hour. Central pressure 1002 millibars. It's according to the 2 a.m. advisory. We still have tropical storm warnings along the southern edge of Haiti and the Dominican Republic. Now, yes, the winds are going to be pretty gusty. I mean, we're talking 60 to 55 mile per hour winds for areas like the Dominican Republic and Haiti. What concerns me, though, is not the wind. What concerns me is the rain. Take a look at the rainfall forecast. We have the potential in some locations for 12 to 18 inches of rain. And the National Hurricane Center, they're using some pretty strong words to describe that much rain. I mean, they're saying life-threatening flash flooding is a possibility here. Yeah. So if you have friends and family in the Dominican Republic, especially Santo Domingo, give them a call. Let them know this is heading their way and they need to follow any local guidance on whether or not they need to evacuate or move to a different location. I want to talk about disturbance number 2, which, if you remember, are the remnants of Emily. It's not very exciting to look at, I will tell you that. But the waters are conducive to development right now. Sea surface temperatures are incredibly warm. Now, the reason before this past week or two, the Atlantic hurricane season was very quiet was we've always had the warm sea surface temperatures. But Before that, before this week, over the last week or two, we did not have the atmospheric conditions. So it's like filling up your car with gas, but you don't have the keys to the car to start the car. So we do have the gas, which are the warm sea surface temperatures, but we don't have the keys to start the car, which were the atmospheric conditions. But we've got them now. We have both the gas and the keys. We have both the sea surface temperatures and we have the atmospheric conditions. So if we do see new development, we just saw Harold form, but any new development above tropical storm or stronger would become Idalia, Jose, Katia, Lee, Margot, and we go all the way down into Whitney. I do want to talk about the regional forecast because I want to make sure I get a little bit of everyone, of course. Here's the Northeast forecast for your Tuesday. Beautiful, such a nice day. Cleveland, cloudy, 76. Syracuse, cloudy, 78. Bangor, partly sunny, 75. Same with Boston. Doesn't get better than that if you ask me. I know maybe some people are saying, I'm not ready for cooler temperatures, but hey, it's almost September, okay? And it's New England after all. Northeast, 81 and cloudy. DC, 83 degrees and cloudy. That's the forecast as we head into your Tuesday. Southeast, complete opposite. Yes, it's going to be very warm, but the worst part about it is it's going to be incredibly humid. So it's going to feel 5 to 10 degrees hotter than it actually is out there. I know that's not what you want to hear, especially when you're seeing highs like 98 in Memphis and 102 in Jackson and 98 in New Orleans. That's tough. Montgomery, it's going to reach 101 on Tuesday. Savannah, even for you, 98, that's nearly 100 degrees. It's going to feel well over 100 degrees. Myrtle Beach, 93 degrees and cloudy. For the Northern Plains, you're getting in the heat too. Chicago, 89 sunny. Des Moines, 98 and sunny. Kansas City, 99 and sunny. Rapid City, 99 and sunny. Bismarck, 88 and sunny. I think you're seeing a pattern here. Toasty warm, roasting, actually. Western UP and Michigan, though, completely different story. You're at 67 degrees and you're looking at some rain. Let's talk about the Pacific Northwest. I did mention the chances for some rain and storms. Spokane, rain's cooling you down to 63. Boise, you're still warm at 80, but you have chances for storms. Pocatello, you're 74, chance for rain. Seattle, though, 73 and cloudy. Fox weather continues all the way into Tuesday morning. I'd love to see you through Tuesday morning. Make sure you keep here.
All right. Yes, sir. Okay, so you see what's happening there, and then of course we got hurricanes heading to the state of Florida. Hopefully, it will piss on the dump, as in human shit, and on the panties, the transvestite who wears women's underwear. And fuck both of them no good bastards. You know what I'm saying? Let nature take care of it for them, you know. And the dump, as in human shit.
Hold on, Spago. I'm tired of hearing about the dump. And
Okay.
The Unhoused.
Yeah, we're sticking with the unhoused neighbors. Okay, so at least Karen Bass, you know, I think did try to do something. Okay, and they did hopefully got those the people who encamp on the LA River, as you saw. That's because that there is the world's largest, like I said, storm drain, because it would go all the way up into Northern California. So all that water you see coming through there is coming off the farmlands and what have you. It goes straight out there to Long Beach, where it drops off, you know, in the waterways there of near the LA Harbor in Wilmington, which is across from Long Beach. So hopefully Karen Bass is doing the right thing of what you saw, you know, trying to, you know, taking some preliminary action right there. And then Los Angeles, you know, that's the first hurricane they got in 86 years, just to show you how often it comes through out there in Palm Springs. You know, we really don't give a good goddamn. It's because them is millionaires living up out there. You know what I'm saying? You know, so hey, yeah, and then of course with Palm Springs being a mile below sea level, so that's all the water just going down the natural course of 1 mile building up and collected as well too.
How many miles is Palm Springs from Los Angeles?
You know, about 140 miles.
Yeah.
And what you would do is that you would take Interstate 10, which would take you out there to it, and you would be following all the signs that say Blythe, California. It's going to take you right straight through Palm Springs, And and the other neighboring cities you have out there is Cathedral City, Rancho Mirage, okay, and Desert Hot Springs.
And
Yeah,
Chocala.
exactly. You see, so we definitely wish our unhoused neighbors, the best out there in Los Angeles, and then of course those who are going to be traveling there in the next couple of months, going from the snow belts, to LA. Just be careful out there. They do have vermin infestation out there, down there on Crocker Street, San Julian, San Pedro, 5th and San Pedro, 6th and San Pedro. Uh, then the LAPD, unlike Denver, Denver will at least announce they're coming out there. But what the LAPD is going to do is street maintenance and what is that there? The Los Angeles Department of Sanitation. They come by unannounced. See, they just come pick your shit up. You see what I'm saying? They'll come out there with heavy equipment, to move your stuff, skip loaders, bulldozers, all that. And then, of course, they're sending in the lap dogs first, you know what I mean? And then,
Never.
yeah, and then, the trend is they take up all your personal possessions, man, and they don't even in Los Angeles. They ain't even gonna tell you where to come pick it up. They're just gonna call it garbage.
Well, Denver needs to do the same instead of lying and people telling them they can pick it up within
Right.
days.
Yeah, and then of course, they send the race soldiers out there for you in case you want to give them any lip. They got something there for you. Central Division Jail is right there. That sits there off of Fifth and what is that damn street? Fifth and San Julian. Yeah, this is where Central Division sits at, right across from the what is that? Not the Fred Jordan mission, but the L.A. mission, I believe. Yeah. And then the midnight mission, that they have down there, for our unhoused folks. So, where those big time rappers and entertainers out of Hollywood right there, what shelters are you putting up for LA's black homeless? You see
What
what I mean?
goddamn Black Lives Matter doing?
The last I knew, man, they bought them a mansion out there, man, in Topanga Canyon.
Yeah, I wonder if that got flooded.
I'm sure it did, because anything out there in the valley and anything along the hills, anything by the freeways, man, they got flooded. But you could best believe that the city of Los Angeles is going to treat them places first, which is Bel Air, City of LA, Topanga Canyon, City of LA, Pacific Palisades, City of LA, Hollywood, City of LA, Toluca Lake, City of LA, North Hollywood, the City of LA, Woodland Hills, the City of LA. Let me see, Winnetka, the City of LA, Reseda, the City of Los Angeles, Van Nuys, the City of Los Angeles, and I'm quoting from memory now. And these, San Fernando, Mission Hills, City of Los Angeles, Ritzy area, you know what I'm saying, out there by Cal State, Northridge, Ritzy area, Northridge, City of Los Angeles, and these are sections of the City of Los Angeles. These are not their own cities, but these are sections. Now, what happened with the San Fernando Valley, folks, that there was an old saying in the movie called Chinatown. If you cannot bring the water to Los Angeles, then you bring Los Angeles to the water. And that's what they did with the San Fernando Valley, is that they incorporated all those areas there that used to be orange groves, probably around the last time that LA had a hurricane in the 1930s. Okay, that was not built up. They didn't start building that shit up until the 1950s and 60s, especially, and the 1970s and 80s and 90s. And they just had a booming industry out there in construction. So you have a lot of your entertainers, people who work in the movie industry over there, lawyers, executives, you know what I'm saying? And then the people who go out there to LA figuring they're gonna get their big break. You get half a break, you buy your house, you lose your job. In the movie industry, of course, you're gonna lose your crib, and then they got the unhoused neighbors out there for you as well too. So LA,
Shabaka, I'm about to close out the show, so get us
yes,
your
sir.
thoughts on where they can reach you tomorrow. We
Oh,
got
yes, sir. Okay, yeah. Go to www.blogtalkradio.com/, Shabaka, ShabakaSBLKEXP, enhance, ENHANCED. That is the link directly to our show tomorrow night on Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced. And what it's going to be is going to be an open mic discussion about these current times. And shit is changing so damn fast. That's why we're making it open discussion, because we don't know what's going to be on the headlines tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, for all those who got hit by the hurricane in Southern California, we most definitely wish you well, particularly for our unhoused neighbors, is because after all, our unhoused neighbors are people too. And the cold part about it is, as you know, as we know, Brother Paris, it's very easy to get residence in being unhoused.
yeah.
Just don't pay your rent. Be in a position where you can't pay your rent. And watch how fast that you will be a member of that community as well too. So all you yeah, with the quickness, yes sir. So for all you assholes out there who don't feel shit about the homeless, you know what I'm
Like
saying?
Kelly Porter.
Yeah, exactly. You see what I mean? And then you can crash real easy in Hollywood. All they got to do is tear up your contract. They're tearing up contracts all the time. So then you running out of your royalty money. And then all of a sudden they come and repossessing your Mercedes. Now you're getting an eviction notice out of your luxury apartment. Oh, you're messed up, confused. Oh, what are you gonna do? You're such and such, you're such and such. And there's a whole lot of such and suches, that fell from grace. Even all the way to in the late 1930s when they was building up Hollywood. You had people who couldn't make it in Hollywood used to jump off the Hollywood sign and kill themselves.
Yeah, didn't the creator of the Hollywood sign jump off and kill himself?
I believe so, yeah, because I think we did do some research on the Hollywood sign, and in the 1930s it used to say Hollywood Land. All
Yeah.
right, and then what had happened is, you know what? And then, you know what, Brother Che? And in the 30s, that sign did get blown down, probably due to the last hurricane that LA had, because they said the first time in 80 years, right? Then
84,
they just left it Hollywood.
84 years, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
1939.
Yeah, yeah, okay. So therefore, they had left it as the Hollywood sign. Yeah, they just left Hollywood up there, and that sign has been tore down and blown down so many times over the course of my years living there, from the rain, earthquakes, lack of maintenance. People used to go up there, spray graffiti all over the motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Tear it up, use it for target practice. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, the Hollywood sign's got quite a story, folks. It really does. And then I remember in 1976 where they, yes, sir.
I'm about to close out the show.
Okay, man. All right.
Tuning in
Okay.
to season 3, episode 20, part 3 of the Frontline Black News. Make sure you like and subscribe to all of our platforms, Frontline Black News with a double C, YouTube and Facebook. YouTube is currently shadow banning us, so we can't stream on there until we get the strike situation together. The Revolutionary Agenda on YouTube and Facebook. And Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced on Twitter or Twitter or X.
Yes, sir.
You know. So join us tomorrow for Grand Rise, not Grand Risers, or regularly scheduled Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced.
Enhance. Yes, sir. And that there would be at 6 p.m. Pacific time. That there would be 9 p.m. in the East, be 7 p.m. in the Mountain Time, and 8 p.m. in the Central Time. And our call-in number is right there is 516-418-5996. And it's open mic discussion, folks. And we got so much going on when we produced the episode. We just made it open mic. And this episode is for those 18 years of age and over. And also, too, Brother Paris, check it out. And you think it needs anything added to it, by all means, sir, please do it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is Shabaka Sankori signing off of Front Line Blacc News from Las Vegas, Nevada.
And this is Chan Kruma signing off from Denver, Colorado. Peace.
Always. Okay.